think about it.
Think it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
And
about
we're
stuff
live.
all the time.
Welcome, everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
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 welcome to Tuesdays, which are designated. We're in the saddest place in the world, but we're still
Chuck
having a
E.
good
Cheese.
time. You mean Giant Rat's Pizzeria and Child Gambling?
Child
House?
Casino.
Child Casino.
It's called Pasquale's Pizza now. They rebranded.
No, that is just what they use on DoorDash to hide the fact that they're Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Hooters does the same things. It's Hootie's Wing Bar. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because we were like, oh, a new place, Hootie's Wing Bar. And we ordered food, and it was just absolutely from Hooters. Nah, that's
I don't
a
like
thing
that.
you know. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Anyway, my name is Dylan. I'm the dungeon master for tonight for Curse of Strahd. I'm very confused about this, but I'm gonna move on from it to my adventurers that are here to. God, I really hope they banish this darkness, but honestly, I'm a little doubtful. Strahd, like this whole campaign is very brutal, and
I mean, I appreciate your non-vote of confidence.
I kind of say this as like a pessimistic, like to make them try to rise to the challenge, and part of it's like, dude, some of this shit is gonna be hard.
We're coming away from this as broken, sad people.
Yeah.
So it's just
And we'll
like
get
real
to that in a
life.
minute.
I lost
But Mick, introduce yourself. We'll go around clockwise.
Hi, I'm Mick. I play Alistair Winter, the rogue assassin, and now I only have one arm because it was really fucking metal last week when I cut it off to defeat an enemy.
Well, half cut off, half just got it.
Yeah,
bitten
half
off.
just ripped it.
Yeah.
It's my quest to become Guts from Berserk.
And by
I still have two
last,
eyes, though.
You mean the
You gotta find a love interest and then have them get sacrificed.
Yeah, I need. Okay, so
Mordecai?
bad news, guys. All of you are now the Band of the Hawk, and you're going to be sacrificed to demons.
Well, then who's
of the what?
who's yeah,
Band of the Hawk.
Oh, okay.
who's gonna be Griffith?
Mordecai. That feels like a Mordecai
Yeah,
move.
that feels like a Mordecai thing.
He's going to
Fucking
sacrifice.
rude.
Well, I mean, what am I say first? The robot is going to do it.
The robot.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Anyway, speaking of robots, Zach, go.
That's
okay.
the wrong order.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is.
It
Who
don't
takes these backsies?
None of this Paul matters. Just say Smith or Jones or something.
Don't matter. None of this
Awesome.
matters.
Okay, I'll go.
Spaghetti.
It is I, Zach, and I play.
First, the Warforged Artificer.
Good job. It's working.
Glad that was a good field test.
Good.
Sumner, how you doing over there, buddy?
Hey, dude. How are you? What are you up to?
I'm good. I'm streaming right now. How about you?
Oh, shit, really? my bad. I'll call back later.
Fuck
Hey,
assholes.
take your velour pants and go.
Hi. Yeah, my velour. I stood up for 2 seconds and Mick's like, are those pants velour? I'm like, yeah, they're fuck. How'd you know? Yeah, they're. Why?
Because I was staring at your ass. That's how I knew.
Why does this happen
Zach,
to me everywhere
it's
I go?
real velour.
It's velour.
It captures
Velour.
the sweat. So my name is Sumner. So that's the long way of saying my name is Sumner, and I will be playing Mordecai. He is a tiefling bard, and he is a force to be reckoned with. And he's easily the best player in this campaign. So just keep your eyes peeled. That's gonna bring.
I mean,
us
I
to
think the selling point
easily.
of Mordecai being the best player is the constant use of inflict wounds on the undead.
Dude, I've done it three times now.
Yeah, 2 times on vampires, 1 time on a.
Revenant.
Every time I look at my
Kind of.
spells, I'm like, oh my god, that's so much damage. And I'm like,
That's a lot of damage.
You're like 3d10. Let's roll it. All right, I do I do 58 necrotic damage.
I have crippling was it
Depression.
indecision? Well, that too, but
Anxiety.
in the anxiety and indecision, like, oh shit, it's my turn. This is a lot of damage. Inflict wounds. Fuck. And like, it's just a lot of it messed it up a lot. But the last thing, it was like, okay, it's not a vampire. I think it's something else, and I used inflict wounds, and that was when I swore off the spell entirely.
Which is
So-
a shame because it's literally like one of the best damaging spells in the
I
game.
know. It's why it's hard to not prepare it. Anyway, Ash, who are you?
I ask myself that every day when I look in the mirror.
Knew she was gonna say that.
I asked
Is
the
that
same
When will
thing.
my reflection show?
I look
Who
into the
I am
mirror and
inside.
I
Who I
think,
am.
who is Ash?
When will your
Who is
when will your
Ash?
picture your selfies show? Because you got some good selfies
I'm
on
a
our
fucking
Discord.
chameleon. That's who I am.
God, our health bars
Ravens,
are so
bro?
low.
We all.
Yeah, we're in some deep shit. Look at me.
I
look
don't need to
fucking
know who
dead.
I am. You know who I am. Let's play this game.
Kinda
Hell
like-
yeah,
I
let's
like
do this
that.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, let's roll off to see who can give me a summary of what happened last time.
13.
Feel like my health bar doesn't riff.
15.
What's your health?
15.
42 out of 59.
What the fuck first?
I want to get 69 health.
Got a 9.
Nice.
I got a 14.
Like Sumner's telling us what happened.
Yeah, probably. All right.
Paint me a picture.
You sure are.
So,
My health is 67.
So we were basically on our way to the Abbey, which is like a religious type building where we later discovered that they brought someone back to life. This kid that was a native of Kresk. They brought him back to life, and we were very hesitant and very, reluctant to. We were thinking he was either a vampire or something. Like if you're brought back to life, you're not the same as you were when you died. But Mick, being Alistair, the monster hunter, did all of his tricks and stuff and found out like he wasn't responding to anything that he normally would if he was a vampire or something. So we kind of reluctantly left and would kind of figure it out later. We eventually left the next morning to follow an angry mob that was going towards where they kept all the sheep, because they had been losing sheep night after night. And when we got to the mob there, a lot of the blame had been put on the person that was taking care of the sheep. And lo and behold, it turns out the little kid that was brought back to life had been fed these sheep by his mother, who was keeping him quiet and secretly this creature. We thought they were a vampire of some kind. It seemed to be, we don't really understand what he was turned into when he was brought back. But the fight, we basically fought the creature that the kid turned into, and it took a hit. It knocked the hell out of us. If you can look by
Fucked us up.
you can see our health bars. We barely made it. Alistair actually had a phenomenal move of putting his arm down its throat because it was like unhinged like a frog. And would you stabbed your dagger through it? So,
I stabbed my dagger through its like bottom jaw,
Yeah.
through my arm bone
Yeah.
to make it so it couldn't open it back up to like, yeah.
Because it was doing this really devastating,
shit.
like spit bubble, like acidic
Yeah.
glob that it would just shoot at you guys.
It
And
has
was
2
AoE.
attacks. One of the attacks was a bite. So by doing that, it knocked it down to 1 attack per turn, which probably saved our lives, honestly. So it was a baller move, but he's hanging on for dear life right now. And that's kind of where we're at, I believe. I think we were like, that's it. We need to find out what's going on at the Abbey right after we take a long nap. I think that was the verdict.
Yeah, you guys are pretty done with this town. Seeing an angry mob after finding out that their only food source to get through all of winter is now gone, and somebody pointing the finger. You know, the angry mob's not thinking too hard; they're just scared and hungry.
Right.
The
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
True Potato
Potato
Man.
Man.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you, True Potato.
5 gifted tier 1 subs. Also bits from 0077 and more guidance for Pumpkin, our best little murderous puppet pal.
Ooh, Pipes of the Haunting.
Also, Mordecai, don't forget you have that present that your friend gave you. Your Mordecai toots when he pleases.
What?
Shoots when he pleases.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
I almost murdered you all with that.
I have the
Yep.
horn.
Unknown error 404 SOS.
It is a horn of blasting.
What a good name.
More like Sweet Potato Man, am I right?
He is a true spud bud.
Well, enjoy those subs, guys, and you also have access to the to the Dragon Horde category in our Discord channel, which is in our description. So join the party there, baby.
Yep. So yeah, you've come to the Abbey because you've heard that this is that someone was brought back to life. You were kind of intrigued by it. You went to Argynvost Holt, where a bunch of paladins who their ghosts possess dead bodies essentially, so they can never stop trying to whatever they're trying to do. You were told that there's some sort of a holy protective relic in the tower, but it's blocked off by this curse, and you were told how to break that curse, and you're like, so who wants to go to the Abbey? Yeah, Abbey? Yeah? Okay. So you beeline for the Abbey, and staying the night in the town, all this shit went down. You guys are broken, beaten, and scarred, and your plan, to my understanding, was to head for the Abbey, which is just up the hill from this town. The Abbey of St. Markovia is part of the village of Kresk, kind of.
To the Abbey.
Yeah.
Oh. My
Jeb
God.
Babushka. Who's
Jeb
that?
Babushka.
Them 5 subs. Look at you. Thank you so
It's
much.
me.
Is
So kind.
Pancake Hustler. Oh my
Subs.
God. Love that name.
Our subs.
So,
Thank you, Coleman.
I didn't drink my banana milk while you guys were summarizing. Now I have a whole thing of banana milk to drink.
I almost bought banana milk at H Mart, but they didn't have any.
I think you just didn't look in the right spot because it's not where you might think it is.
Where the fuck is it?
In the produce.
Like by the
Bananas
actual
in the milk.
fruit.
Yep.
Oh, really?
The produce, yeah.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, I love this shit. So here we are at the village of Kresk. Let me ask you: do you guys want to just kind of trudge your way up the hill to the Abbey, or is there some?
I think we needed a break. We needed a nap.
Yeah.
You guys
I
are in the middle of
lost an
town.
arm.
Yeah, we're just gonna lay down on the ground.
Yep. I just lay here now.
So the angry mob went back to town. They don't really know.
When you guys scared off the angry mob with your combination of giant werewolf lady and spider robot,
Classic combo.
you heard a scream come from town. That's when you found
Good
this
technique.
little boy, Ilya, eating a dead woman. And he actually apologized. He was like in tears and said, "I'm sorry," before unhinging his jaw down to his shoulder blades and like fucking alligatoring this shit and trying
I'm
to.
sorry doesn't put my arm back on my fucking body, you little shit.
No,
well,
it
that
absolutely
was before
doesn't.
he ate your arm.
That's
You know,
fair.
when people show you their true selves, believe them. You know, like ate body, said sorry. Which one sticks out?
The body.
The body. So,
Yeah.
is that unreasonable? I think not.
No,
No,
it's fair.
but maybe it makes it a little bit more tragic. Like he wasn't the person he was before, and he couldn't control what he was. You know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Maybe we were the real monsters here.
I heard Ted Bundy was cool in high school, but like,
Yeah, like, does that erase,
You know?
like,
Like, does
Jeffrey
it?
Dahmer was
Does it?
supposedly a good neighbor.
I don't. Maybe
He was a terrible human being. Continue.
it's you know.
Yes, man.
Just saying.
Not to say you're wrong.
But
You
you're
hold the
wrong.
door open for somebody does not outweigh you eating like 5 people. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, like,
Look, my goal with this campaign is to make you question if you guys have made the right choice. At every turn, I want you guys to be like, are we the baddies?
Yeah.
he's the baddies.
We have the reality of, oh crap, did I do the right thing? And then we go to our escape. What is that noise? What's happening?
Sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. I was like,
I was
Am I-
trying to fix my mic stand. It was,
oh.
yeah.
Well, anyway, we're in Crest.
So you guys gonna sit in this? You guys are gonna sit like in this pool of blood and melted child torso and
And probably take a
crying
little bit of
mom and
pee.
just take a nice 30. Just take a breather.
Just a-
I lay down here.
yeah, I lay here now. Actually, I probably am in shock. Large possibility that I'm in shock.
You have
did
lost a lot
cauterize
of
your-
blood.
I
Yeah,
cauterized your
he
wound.
did just cauterize my wound, so I'm not actively bleeding.
But you still lost a lot of blood.
Ooh, he cauterized
Mr. Obama, we got cauterized your wound.
Yes.
It's a defibrillator. We're woozing him.
We're woozing.
Sorry.
Please.
Oh, I love it. So you guys can take a short rest. You can spend some hit die if you want to heal up.
I would like to take the remaining 10 health points I have on lay on hands and just lay hands on myself
Please
in a
help.
non-sexual manner.
Please lay hands
And then-
on me.
Nope, I'm almost dead.
So you
Take
want
a
to head
short
back
rest.
to town? I'm sure
You
we
guys
can
are in
black
town.
out
You guys are
someone
in the
into-
town square right now.
Yeah, I
As
bet-
much of a town square as this town has.
You know, I can name one spare room we can probably borrow, belonging
Is
to a
it-
particular young boy.
His mother is right here.
Yeah, and she owes us one, don't you, lady?
Good. Let her know.
She's just sobbing into this, what was her son.
You should make that a really nice like ashtray and like put it on the mantle of like your fireplace, so that way you're like, here's my let's leave.
Listen, lady. I'm sorry that happened to your son. I really am. But you have to realize there are greater powers at play here. We have to go to the Abbey, but not in this condition. I'm sorry about your son, but can we please just stay at your place for one night before we leave?
Just 30 minutes, really.
She looks up at you. You want me to let the people that took my boy from me into my home? I can barely stand to look at you right now.
Since I only understand that currency fixes everything, I would like to give her money for killing her child.
So as you take out this, how much money are you going to try and give her?
Like 10 gold.
So just take out this 10 gold and like hand it to her. She smacks your hand away. I don't want your pity
I slap
or your
her.
gold. Oh,
Listen,
You take our money. It is terrible, but like, it had to happen. He would have killed everybody. Did you not think about like the foresight of what would happen if you just let him continuously eat your sheep and then ate your townspeople? That's awful. Was a horrible monster. He was not your son.
She was
my
right. You
boy.
did not apply much foresight into this thought.
he was my boy.
Alistair comes up behind Thistle and looks at the lady, and he kind of pats Thistle on the shoulder. I've got this.
You have one arm and
It's
you are
fine.
losing. What?
It's fine.
No.
He looks at her, holds up what was his other arm. Look at me. He gestures to Thistle being covered in like cuts and bruises and being real fucked up. Look at her. He motions to Mordecai with his nub. Look at him. He motions to the corpse.
good looking, I know.
Look at her. Do you see what your boy has done? Monster or no, he is responsible. His actions, your actions, led to this. Give us the room, and you'll never see us again.
And not to play this card, but we're kind of keeping a secret on your behalf.
She stands up, eyes puffy and pink from crying, but she's able to kind of hold back her sobbing. You've never been loved, have you? You've never known what it's like to love, to care for someone other than yourself. All you know is hate.
Yes.
She takes her son's body and heads off down the street.
Is that to Alistair or to me? Because it's certainly not to me.
Alistair.
Well, she read you like a book there, Alistair.
Yeah,
She's
you're
not
kind of a
wrong.
big.
She's not wrong. But she's a fucking moron who nursed a monster and fed it every day until it finally decided to murder innocent people and then led a armed mob to assault a completely innocent man to take the fall for it. So who gives a fuck what she thinks?
I mean, to be fair, it's exactly what we've done with you. took you in. You rustled up against a bunch of innocent people. I wouldn't be allowed
killed
to throw.
anyone that didn't deserve it.
Damn close, though. Gotta admit. Pretty
Close only
aggressive.
matters in a child's game of horseshoes, my friend. You're dead or you're not.
I mean, there's some gray area in there.
Well,
You look great, Alistair.
I feel terrible.
Yeah, you look terrible. I'll be honest with you.
But I'm glad that I could prevent that little child from eating you and vomiting all
right.
over you.
You grumpy old man. Come here. And he puts his hand, either your actual arm that's there around his shoulder, and tries to help you back to the house.
You know, normally I wouldn't agree to this, but I'm very tired and I can't quite see that well right now. I think I'm in shock.
Yeah, you need to lie down, that's for sure.
Yes, that sounds like a really great idea.
So, where are you headed off to?
We're gonna go to her house regardless.
Yeah.
That's what Mordecai's leading to. First can obviously interject or Thistle.
Couldn't we sleep in our friend that we saved's home? The young man. The sheep herder. You know, the one that was about to be brutally murdered by these backwoods fools.
That's not a bad idea, actually. Might be a
I'd say
little less
that is
comfortable.
probably more beneficial than trying to rest in the person's house whose child we just killed, who in reality wasn't actually her child, was some being.
See, now you're understanding how this works.
All right. Well, let's go pay Luca a visit.
Oh, is that what they're doing?
Luca? No, it wasn't Luca. What was his name?
His name was
The
Luca.
Abbey?
It was Luca. See?
I mean,
We're
you could
going
go up
to
to
the
the Abbey
Abbey.
as well. I mean, there are options.
I'd rather not die yet. So a nap would be.
I mean, you can take a long rest without napping, but you can also, like, going to Lucas is perfectly fine. I don't feel like you have to find a bed to get a short rest.
Oh, yeah, let's do a long rest, because.
It's literally 10 a.m.
Oh.
You guys woke up from your long rest, found this angry mob, and followed it, and this happened
God.
like in the span of like 20 minutes.
I got fucked up.
Oh man, long day. It's 10 in the morning.
Did you lose an arm today?
You do have a lot of blood loss going on. You're probably very woozy and out of your normal state of mind.
Taste metal.
Oh, he's fine. Let's.
He kind of looks at Alistair, his head kind of drifts a little over to the right, looking at Mordecai. Hold on.
Thought Alistair was laughing insanely there for a second. Terrified me a little bit.
So you make your way over to Luca, to the sheep herder's farm. It is quiet.
Hello.
Where did we
Well-
take him?
You didn't.
I tried walking off.
You were going to vault over the walls with spider climb and drag him over, but
You were
this was
not
the
a straight-
spider robot and like the combined intimidation checks scared off the village, and then
That's right.
and then there was spooky lady screaming sounds that you guys chased after.
Oh, that's not concerning at all.
Alistair looks at Mordecai.
Esmeralda, don't tell father that I took his bow and broke it when I tried to kill those goddamn hags in the swamp.
Don't. tell
Okay,
him
Grandpa,
that
let's get you back to the home.
All right,
Oh.
Grandpa. You're not at a concert. You're about
Esmeralda.
to die.
I think there's something wrong with your head. You have horns and you're blue.
Yeah. You can't slight me for being beautiful. Ain't that right, old man? And he slaps your belly.
I'm sorry, did you touch my stomach? I don't feel anything below my waist for some reason.
You can't feel anything beneath this washboard? Good night. What do you do? What's your routine?
Esmeralda, do you think if I kill all the monsters in the world, Father will love me?
Is that why he works out so much? For the love? I'm feeling it.
I feel very pale.
And you can see, indeed, he is very pale.
You look very pale. What do you see, champ?
You see someone in the distance coming out of the farmhouse and approaching you guys. I mean, it is a good bit away, maybe 50, 60 feet away, but someone is coming your way.
Oh,
That is what Champ sees.
All right.
There's someone's coming. Esmeralda, give me my knife, and it's going to be fine. Father trained me well.
No one
guess-
give him a knife. No, don't.
Hold on, I've got it.
He pulls a knife out.
No, Pumpkin hands you the knife you gave Pumpkin.
Yes, thank you, my small, weird child.
Can I give him a stick? And can I replace the knife with just a stick?
Yeah.
He
Sleight
actually
of hand
dropped
check,
the
but
knife.
like low DC. Go for it.
Yeah, he actually dropped the knife anyway because he doesn't have a lot of fingers.
Thistle takes the stick. Okay, this is your knife now, and she takes it. Now, firmly grasp it.
He
Firmly
weakly
grasp it.
grasps it.
Pumpkin picks back up the knife and kind of tucks it back into his chest compartment.
Pumpkin, do not give him
This
a knife.
person gets up to you and, hi. Thanks for saving me.
Yeah, you did not kill those sheep, and we are sorry this whole town is a bunch of assholes. You should probably move. I give him the 10 gold that lady didn't want.
He easily holds the 10 gold in one palm. He is
You
a
are
large man.
Huge man.
Oh.
You're a very big boy.
Could you give me a piggyback ride?
Sure. No one's asked for that before.
Here, take my hand. I
He
too
literally
want to go.
picks
And he holds
Thistle,
up the
he
badge.
grabs you by your wrists, and let me roll for this, I guess, technically, but he's gonna like grab both of your wrists together and like put you on his shoulder and like try and like he's trying to like position you to piggyback, but instead of you climbing onto his back, he's gonna try and do it from the top.
Put me there.
And he rolled really well. It's not, I mean, you're still a large woman with a halberd and plate mail.
Armor.
So it's
Hey,
still
watch
not
his
going
wife,
great,
you're calling
but he's
large.
getting it done. Like he's picked you up and like is like moving you down
Just
his
like,
You good?
yes, now let's walk and talk.
Okay, and he just starts walking back down like the direction he was walking to you. So he walks past Mordecai, Alistair, and First. Just in that direction, just walking.
Come on, they're talking, walking.
We can go. Can we go to your home to talk?
Oh. Yeah. Yes. You can come home. He turns around and walks again past Mordecai, Alistair, and First with Thistle on his back into more into the farm.
Alistair looks at Mordecai again.
Esmeralda, I want the large boy to carry me. It looks fun. Although, I think I should probably take a nap first. I feel a little woozy.
Yes,
So-
you are.
So this large guy who has not introduced himself yet leads you into the house. Inside you see
I have a.
Go
I
ahead.
imagine that he doesn't duck.
no, he doesn't duck, and he does like kind of bump his head a little bit. Like it's not
What
like a
about
hard
me?
thump. Oh no, he bumps his head. You do what you feel you need to, but he kind of like the top of his head like bunks against it a little bit and doesn't even flinch. Like he's done it every day for his whole life.
Climb off of him
Well,
like a crab, a coconut crab. You know, like the horrifying
the horrific
crabs.
ones.
Yeah, I crawl off of him like one of those climbing a tree.
Okay. So he leads you into his home. It's a very open design. You see kind of like a sitting room with a fireplace and a dining room. You don't really see a kitchen. You see a set of stairs leading to an upper room. You see over the fireplace, there's like a stand for cooking pots to go on. But it's really simply furnished. But it does seem like there are more chairs than maybe one person would need.
Do you have guests often?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's rude. Hi, we are the people who. Are you Luca? Is that you? I don't know names. We did not
Yes,
introduce-
I'm Luca.
Okay, cool. I am Vissel, and this man with no arm needs to lay down. Do you think you could let him do that?
That would be very lovely, large man.
Yes, you can lay down right here. And he just like gestures right in front of him, like on the floor.
Okay. Do you mind if we all take nap here? Like we look terrible. You look great, by the way. We look terrible.
Yeah, they look terrible. They could really use a nap.
Mordecai, you look like shit.
That is inaccurate. I don't like your
Esmeralda,
jokes.
you look like a shitty-looking tiefling. I don't know how to tell you this.
Shitty looking. Yeah, you really are out of it, aren't you, Van?
There's plenty of room on the floor, but
That's fine.
there's 2 beds upstairs if you want to use that instead.
Go upstairs.
With the sheep gone now, there's lots of hay in the
No.
barn.
The floor and 2 beds is fine. Only one of us doesn't really sleep. No, point at first, but
Do you stay here alone?
Now, it used to be me and Dad, but Dad went away and he's sleeping under the ground.
oh, like the horses, they laid down and did not get up.
He did that, I think,
Yeah.
How long ago, son?
a long time ago.
And you tend to the sheep all by your lonesome?
Yeah, they're my friends.
That's nice.
My favorite one was Brownie.
Was he brown, or did he eat brownies?
No, it was Brown, and Brownie always let me pet him. But
Did you
one day
talk to
Brownie
them?
was gone.
Aw.
Oh.
Did you talk to them? Were they like? I know they probably didn't talk back to you, but
I talked to them.
I talked to animals too, but they talked back to me. I made friends with the squirrels in town. I could like put in a good word for you, and they could be your friends.
Okay.
I like animals more than people, so I think you and I are like on the same page.
I
I
think
like
we
people.
should get Lucas some rabbits to tend. Because rabbits breed rapidly, and he would have many friends.
We should probably also get him to like a better town than.
Tell me about the rabbits first.
Look at the field, Alistair. Look at the flowers. Just focus.
Oh,
Look at them. Look how pretty they are.
oh, that's quite beautiful.
Mordecai-
And with that, Alistair's head starts to droop as he begins
Yep.
to pass out.
Mordecai takes out his violin and points out the back of his head and begins to play a lullaby and
Like
casts
Lewis.
sleep.
Tell me about
Yeah,
the
Alistair, you have like what, 1 hit point? You fall asleep.
No, I actually had more than that. Thanks.
Do you have more than 8?
Yeah.
You do? Okay, Mordecai, you have to roll to see if you put him to sleep.
It's fine. I'll go to sleep. He's
I
very
feel like I
tired.
barely touched the string and he's like
Yeah. Nah, he was super fucked up.
he just needed one little push.
Okay, so. Lenny, no, Luca, that is your name.
We were tap dancing around and it was just a matter of time.
Uh,
You said it. Okay, go ahead.
You broke the joke. The meme is done.
I forgot his name. You should take that gold I gave you, and you should find the Vistani and tell them that we sent you to stay with them, and you can tend to their horses.
Who's that?
They are very nice traveling people, and we work with them a lot, and they would be happy to help you.
Would you like to travel?
Do you like to travel?
What about the sheep?
Well, the sheep are gone, my friend.
Well, they went away, but
You know how your dad laid down and did not get up?
yeah.
That's what happened to the sheep. I'm sorry. It makes me sad.
So what about when they get up?
Do they get up?
They won't be getting up, my friend.
They are not getting up, but like, have you seen them?
Oh, they went to sleep and they're under the dirt now.
Yes,
Yes.
they are exactly that. Nothing else.
Oh.
That's right. And now they're feeding the grass that feeds the sheep.
Yeah, it is
It's a
the
beautiful
circle of
thing.
life, and it moves us all.
I feel very moved right now. It might be the blood loss, but I'm feeling something.
You should lay down.
Mordecai sits next to asleep Alistair.
Yeah. So we'll help you find a new home with these very nice people who will help you because they are very kind, and they have lots of animals that you can be friends with, and they're very friendly. And you can meet all of their horses named Biscuit.
What's
A baker's
biscuit?
dozen.
Biscuit. A biscuit is that round thing that you bake in the oven and then eat.
Oh, is that what they are?
And that's fuck.
I-
Do I look like I know how to cook?
I thought it
I've
was like
never
we're going
heard of an
past
oven.
Do
gas.
you not eat, large man?
I eat.
What do you eat?
The nice people in town will bring me meat and they'll put it in the pot and with water and I have food to eat.
Oh.
I have stew.
He needs a caretaker. Oh no. I'm going to tell the squirrels to feed him. Yeah,
Well, I
he
can-
will eat nuts.
I can eat. I know how to eat.
Do you know how to make your own food?
No.
You don't know how to cook? Okay, yeah, we are going to get you a friend, many friends, who will help you.
I guess
It'll be
if the
fun.
sheep are all under the dirt, then I new friends would be nice.
Yeah, they are very nice. They have children that you can be friends with and play with, and they will play hide and seek with you. And they have animals and and other things and food, and they are very nice.
Okay.
Okay. I turned to look at first. Who's the only one awake at this point? How are we getting them to the Vistani? I just made the promise and I don't know how to keep.
Well, we can probably have Nim or Pumpkin
Oh, yeah.
deliver
I forgot about
the young
them.
man.
Pumpkin's like a half step behind you, behind your left leg, just looking up at you.
Pumpkin, could you do us a favor? Yeah, you don't talk. Okay. Blink twice if you understand. This is very important. I need you to take this very nice man to the Vistani. Can you do that?
He walks over to Luca and like holds up a hand. And Luca reaches down and takes Pumpkin's hand.
I want to give him the rest of my rations to take.
How many rations do you give him?
I don't fucking know, like a day's worth.
I mean, you say
Yeah,
the rest of your rations. I need to know how much that is.
A day,
Okay, you have a day's worth. Okay.
not the spicy rations.
Okay. All right, and Thistle, are you also going to rest? Are you going to go to bed
Yeah, I'm gonna
at
find my
10
rest
a.m.?
at 10 a.m. I'm gonna take the longest nap.
Okay. So you guys get the benefits of a short rest.
So I'll be doing a short rest, but during that time, I want to be using my herbalism kit to be making a couple healing potions.
Okay. Give me a. I guess that's a nature check.
And I have alchemist supplies as well, which I am proficient with.
Make me pull out Xanathars. How dare you? Just kidding. What was your check?
It is a 15.
Okay. So while I find the exact details of that, you guys finish your short rest, and when you wake up, first when you like kind of get up from your making of these potions and everything, you see Luca sitting on the floor in front of the fire, Pumpkin sitting in his lap, and he's looking at a letter that he's holding in his hands.
I guess I'll walk up behind him and... Oops.
Did you do?
I ruined everything.
Oh no, you didn't.
First was a human all along.
That explains the sweat.
No oil.
What do you have there, Luca?
Come here.
It's a letter my dad gave me.
Really?
I hope that this doesn't come across as rude, but can you read?
He just shakes his head.
Would you like me to read it for you?
He looks up at you, and looks at the letter in his hand, and he hands it up to you. I say up to you. I mean, he's not like, he's tall for a human. He's large for a human, but he's not like a giant or something. So he does.
Okay.
It is like up to you. And I will message you
Perfect.
the letter.
The letter reads as, My dear Costa, forgive my abruptness, but you are in grave danger. The boy you describe clearly carries a dark curse. You must flee with your son to my estate. We have ample stores laid up for the winter and can shelter your family and friends. Please do not trouble yourself with a response. I will see you soon enough. Your friend in joy and strife, Marilena Fedotov.
Now is
Well,
that?
that was not quite what I was expecting.
Yeah. Not quite. Is this a letter from her to his dad? Maybe.
It sounds like it. Was your father's name Costel, Luca?
My father was daddy.
That makes sense.
How long ago did he pass, son?
Long time ago.
Like, were you like less tall than you are now?
No.
Oh, okay. Is that a room where he stayed? In here?
Daddy's bed is one of the ones upstairs.
Can I go look in there? Is that okay?
He shakes his head yes.
I'm gonna go up there and see if there's
Okay.
anything to find.
Mordecai's gonna follow Thistle.
All right, give me an investigation check.
Oh boy.
And I assume First does too, since he expressed an interest.
Yes, but I missed it. What?
That you were going to his dad's room.
Yes.
Yeah, 17.
We're rolling
Okay.
investigation.
Yeah.
I also got a 17.
Hell yeah!
Wowie zowie.
Wow, I knew
So
that.
this room is pretty barren. It's got a bed that could technically fit 2 people. I guess it's technically a full-sized bed, but it's maybe a little bit smaller, like a really tight full-sized bed. It's got a wooden trunk, and you see really nothing else in this room. Opening the trunk, you see a couple pairs of like linen shirts and maybe trousers. But it's just kind of a loose assortment of clothes that his dad wasn't wearing whenever he went wherever he went and didn't come back.
So, while we're alone, what are our feelings about all of this first? Mordecai, like, do you think his dad passed away or did he leave?
Without more investigation, I cannot say yet. I was going to ask Luca about Marilina and see if he perhaps knew.
Seem to know names very well.
I gathered that when his
Yeah.
father's name was Daddy.
Daddy. Yeah. Don't ever say that
If
in a sentence ever again.
if he's saying that he's in the dirt, maybe he knows where in the dirt.
I just figured maybe we could find a name in here, but it's pretty empty.
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking too.
Yeah. Okay, then maybe we could talk to him about it.
Yeah. Hey, Luca, and Mordecai leaves and tries to get his attention.
Luca comes up the stairs. Pumpkin is still holding his hand.
Hey, champ. I'm sorry for so many questions about your late father, but you mentioned he was in the dirt. Do you recall where in the dirt, perhaps, to pay our respects?
That's just what boss told me. I don't know where Daddy went.
Who told you now?
Boss?
Boss? Like,
What does your boss look like?
He's got black hair. He's got hair on his face.
yeah.
He didn't yell at me earlier.
That was the Dimitri?
That sounds like Dimitri.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's Dimitri
Alistair,
for
are
sure.
you dead?
We should probably. Yeah.
Upon hearing his name, Alistair snaps up and his nub starts to move as if he's trying to move his hand to a dagger. And he's
Oh, yes, I forgot about that.
Do you need a hand?
It's in poor taste, Thistle.
You beat me to it, Thistle.
That's very funny.
We'll get used to it.
I would perhaps like a new shirt, if possible.
he looks down and his current one is literally like soaked and caked with blood and dirt, and the sleeve is mangled, and yeah.
Do you think that we could borrow one of these shirts in this trunk, Luca?
If Daddy's in the dirt,
Yeah?
he won't. Just don't tell anyone.
No, we'll keep it a secret. And
I assure you.
It'll be between us.
Yes.
Big secret.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Mordecai, could you help me?
Yeah, of course. Trying to. It's all right. I'll lend a hand. I'm just kidding, champ. I know. It probably hurts like hell.
Actually, it's not so bad anymore. I had a little nap and I feel great.
Yeah.
Can y'all like help each other? In my eyesight, I want to watch this. Right here.
Dylan,
now.
were we able to determine potions that I was able to make?
It depends on how much gold you're willing to invest to make the potions.
Okay.
How much Bitcoin are you willing to?
Well, I have this
And-
much Dogecoin I can put
Okay.
towards it.
And,
No.
here, I'll just take a picture of the chart and send it to you so you can just have it.
Okay, perfect.
And it'll be like in your
To the
chat.
moon.
So if you ever need to reference it, it'll just be in your
good.
chat.
There's a Higgins asleep
This
at my
shirt is
feet.
huge.
quite all right.
Tied around
I
his
got-
waist like a crop top.
I got something done. Don't worry about it. And Mordecai actually goes into his part of his pack that he kind of notoriously, kind of subtly guards a bit, which is his personal clothing collection, and he pulls out a nice blouse that is incredibly not bloody or slashed. And
Wait, is this pouch the bag of withholding?
it actually is.
Give me either an intimidation or a persuasion check.
And he goes to the pouch and says, shit. Please, oh bag of mine, I desire my fine clothing for my friend in need. And he's going to roll as a correct. This is persuasion? Mm-hmm. Son of a fucking. I have a 7. I rolled a 1. And an 8.
Can I help him at all?
I want to watch these two talking to a bag.
Oh, please, Baggy.
You could make your own either intimidation or persuasion roll, but
Intimidated.
the class doesn't even come undone for you, Mordecai.
All right, I'm gonna intimidate it. Oh, okay. That's a 17.
Listen here, you fucking bag. Open up and give my friend his clothes.
That's my boy.
The bag opens up and spits some clothes into your face.
Hey, that's the one!
Fucking rude
Yeah,
bag.
it is the one you wanted to give him.
Oh, that's fantastic. Look at the scalloped embroidery around the edge is real nice. You know, I found this in the women's section, but really it fits us perfectly. It looked beautiful on you.
Well,
Here, I'll help
Shopping
you.
in the women's section, Mordecai.
it'll fit well
Men's
under my
clothing doesn't
jacket.
care about contours. All right, so here, Alistair, put your hands up. Oh, I'm sorry, your hand up.
You're going to need to take my shirt off of me for me.
Just rip it off, grab it by the front, and just rip it off.
Oh, yeah, I've
Yes,
been waiting
it's
for
fine.
years to do this. I know I just mentioned last week. And he just kind of rips the shirt off.
Cover
Alistair's
Lucas'
ripped.
eyes, but
He has
I
an
can only
8-pack.
reach his chest.
I have a friend who saw Alistair getting his shirt changed by his friend, so he has an 8-pack.
He shimmies his jacket off, and you see he has a wrist crossbow strapped to his right wrist, and he is covered in and yeah, he looks real bad, my dude.
You look real bad, my dude.
Yes,
Let's cover that shit up. And he puts the shirt over you.
He's scarred but sexy.
And he begins buttoning you from the front. Ugh. Maybe one of these days it won't be so friendly.
You know, this reminds me of when I was a boy.
Oh, I don't like where this is going. Good night, Alistair.
It is 11:30 in the morning.
Good night, Alistair.
No, when I was young, I had trouble with my hands. I couldn't always button my shirt. It was from when I was inside the crate. I tried to scratch my way out, and
You were in the crate?
yes, it's fine. And my fingers were damaged for many years.
The cloth over?
So my my master always had to button my shirts for me. Just strange, the memories that stick with you is all.
What in the child slavery is this?
Fascinating.
I'm baffled.
I
That
could
explains
teach you
a
to
lot.
button your shirts. Daddy taught me how to do it.
Oh, I'm sure he did a wonderful
He only
job.
has one hand though, so
Yes, I'm quite capable, well, when I have all the...
we need to invest in Velcro for you. So you didn't just.
When
I
I,
will have a new arm for him once I gather the materials.
I like the sound of that first. Now, I believe we were making our way to the Abbey to see what horror awaits to brutally murder us there.
Oh yeah, now we have a new mystery to solve before we get there.
Oh, delightful.
We don't know where his father went, and apparently he's dead. But Dmitri told him that, and I'm about to go beat an old man.
I would like that do that as well. Lead the way.
Okay.
Maybe it's related. Can I see that
Maybe-
letter again first, or read it out loud once more? If I could bother you.
He's the fax machine.
Which details did you want to?
Specifically, where they were asked to meet. Any date on it? Maybe.
There is no date. Luca, I meant to ask, did you know any of your father's friends, any by the name of Marilina Fiditov?
There was Miss Mariel. I never met her, but Daddy talked about her to Boss sometimes.
What would he say?
Sometimes it was nice. Sometimes they yelled at each other.
Do you think he did
I
a-
see.
Do you know who your mother is?
Shakes his head no.
Luca, have you perhaps heard of a man named Van Richten by chance? Older man, not very nice.
He shakes his head no.
Well, it was worth a try anyway.
Are you just going to ask everybody that question?
Until I find him, yes.
Okay.
He takes one of the darts out of his belt and uses it to pin his sleeve.
Ah, there we are. Much better.
Okay, do we want to go talk to the Dimitri about this and then figure it out and then...
There's certainly something going on here.
Yes, I think. I mean, it sounds like Luca has a place already.
Mm-hmm.
So perhaps we should.
We want to make sure that he is wanted, though. Like, I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Something feels wrong about leaving him like this. Has Alistair even
weird.
rested long enough? He still looked like hell.
I've gotten enough rest. I'll be all right.
Was it like a short nap or like a long one if you had to put them between the two?
Feel like it was a medium nap.
Like a medium nap? I think you could use a
Medium.
long one. You know what I mean?
I could probably use a long one, but
Yeah.
we have.
Low on
Pro-
resources, if you know what I'm saying.
Should we? Yes, maybe we should have a long rest, nap, sleep.
I'm low on spell slots, Alistair.
Okay,
What is
let's.
a spell slot?
I don't know what that is.
I was called that back when I used to dance.
I think they called you a spell slut.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I would say thank you. God dang it.
Anyway, let's go. Let's rest longer, and then we can investigate this, and perhaps the situation in the town will sort itself out, or the town will burn to the ground and everyone will die. Either way, win-win.
If you guys are going to take on another side quest, I'm going to go up to the Abbey myself. Irina literally just leaves. She just leaves.
You know what? She's right. Let's just go to the fucking Abbey. Also, a lot of good she did when we were being eaten.
She doesn't fight.
Clearly. Shouldn't do shit.
Pumpkin, can you protect
Stand there.
Luca while we
That's a
go
hard time.
deal with the man on the hill?
Pumpkin pulls out the dagger and the dart that he was given and like takes a
Amazing.
stance facing you, between you and Pumpkin, or between you and Luca.
Amazing. Okay. Great. Cool. We're gonna go to the top of that hill. We'll be back. Maybe I don't know.
Just one more thing before we go.
Alistair slips the coin in his hand and puts a hand on Luca's shoulder.
It's going to be all right, son.
Does anything happen?
Wait, you slip a coin into your hand,
The silver coin.
right?
Seriously.
You have one hand right now.
Ah.
I'm like, paint me this picture, because the way you said it sounded like it was two hands.
Oh, you dropped
No,
this,
no.
Alistair.
He grabs it, palms it.
Oh,
How
okay.
are you?
Okay. Little less subtle, but still like.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. Okay, gotcha.
I can make you a sleight of hand. I mean, he's got one arm, but he's.
I mean, I just didn't like the way it was described. Sounded like a two-handed thing, and I was like, okay, hold on.
No, because he keeps the coin in his like pouch, so he could easily like palm it and slide it under the.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah.
Nothing. There's no reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, are you just going to molest people with silver?
You just have to double check these
No,
things.
the
Seize
fuck?
Barovia. It didn't work on you, but it could work on somebody.
And if it did work on
What could
me?
work?
Nothing. Be strong, son. Pumpkin will take care of you.
Okay.
He is a brave pumpkin. He will entertain you. He's very nice.
As you say that, Luca looks down at Pumpkin. Pumpkin puts away the dagger and dart and pulls out his dead rats and bats and begins to juggle them. And Luca, like, cracks a smile.
Okay, see, look, it's fine. Let's go. Pumpkin, we'll be back for you in like an hour, maybe 2. If we're dead, then like never.
And then it will just become the Luca Pumpkin Show. Got it.
Yes.
And with that, we'll take our break.
Dopatronic.
Bam! I'm back, everybody. Hello.
Hi, Summer.
Yeah, hi. So here we go. Today we've had so much love. Oh my goodness me. We have so many subscriptions from Lennon. Maeve Mania, thank you so much. For 20 months, Maeve. Good night. Happy to have you. Glad to have you. Thank you so much. And we love you. Monkey Man 1520 with the 200 bits. That's guidance, if I'm not
guidance,
mistaken.
Pumpkin.
Fucking memes.
With Pumpkin. We have 0077 with 100 bits. We have a Hype Train at that point. And then True Potato Man came in swinging with the 5 community subs. And then Jeb Babushka with the 5 community subs. And of course, Kimono Reaper, thank you so much for that follow. Welcome in. Hope you have a good time. See you in the Discord. Join it if you haven't already. We love you so much already. We'll be right back after these short clips. Eldrin, archaeologist, necromancer build. Is that right?
Yeah, my best friends are skeletons.
Best friends are skeletons.
Oh,
Love
I
it.
have a prop for this.
What's your okay. What's your prop?
You know
I
exactly. what
have
my
a
prop
prop
is.
for this.
Is he
I'm
stiff?
conscious though, right?
He literally goes to try to eat you. He gets a 3. Never mind.
He licks you and decides that's a lot of feathers.
Yes.
Rattle's eyes are like
bones and
super
feathers.
concerned.
Is he stiff or is he like ragdolled?
He's ragdolled.
Okay.
Oh.
But
We
I
can fashion him in
A child.
just
I will rig an explosive.
The thing that you can do.
Inside the city chains? That sounds very
Chains,
dangerous.
that's called terrorism, and that's bad.
Yo, you can't hurt other people. Chains, that's frowned upon, and
We are
generally
freedom
kind of rude
fighters.
to
This
do.
is why it is in an alley where people do not generally go.
Chains, I have a really...
Also,
Oh,
you
what if they
guys
look at
are
my
not
little
letting me
garbage
finish my
sack?
plan. You are over here saying, wow, explosives are bad. Wow, chains, fuck you.
Chains, I have a really neat spell that lets me just throw arrow. Like,
Sorry, Chains, you're right.
do you think that would be less violent than like a bomb? And then we do the rest of your plan that I don't know anything
Or
about.
we could also use my net as I pulled my net
still
off
doing
my
it,
I can
guys.
cast spells, you guys. I can cast spells.
Well, I imagine we probably want to ask him
Sabine,
some questions
Sabine
first.
interjects and says, "Do it,
He
Trevor, the floor."
he puts his hand on the top of the box and it activates. Fleek, the box fills with hot soapy water, and you are literally going through a washing machine. You get sucked through the tube that is very, very small, and come out the other side cleaner than you've ever been in your entire life.
I think he
Shall we
has
see if he
sparkle.
survived? Shall we see if he survived?
First, I was really like,
First, please. No, let me get out of the way. And she pushes First out of the way. I want to open it. And Thistle, shoving First out of the way, comes up to the box, opens it to see a squeaky, sparkly, shiny, clean fleek, and very clean clothes of hers.
Early. Because the first campaign I did as a DM was literally... I almost had a nervous breakdown at the time.
Oh, the mad lad, he did it! Oh, I didn't even realize it.
It's like not messy, so I'm gonna lock the door.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will put you in a headlock and make you go to sleep.
I just saw Jin do this.
We should probably...
Fame isn't there. I'm having internal struggle.
Sir, can you please put your shirt on your nipples if they're hairy?
How I
They're
feel
very
every
long.
time.
We don't want to see that.
So he stands up,
They're like
takes off his
pigtails. We
shirt.
don't-
Mordecai, you lock the door. He's like, "You're a fake. You're a fraud. You're not an intellectual, and I'm going to take you down." And he tries to tackle you, Fame or Thistle. Athletics. He's just trying to grapple you.
He's like a level 1 fighter. They're like, ah!
I got a 15.
Well, he is unable to grapple you, so he's just kind of like trying to.
Ravana, you're embarrassing yourself.
I'm embarrassing myself all the time.
She comes around the corner with lemon bars and...
Oh shit, are those lemon bars?
You know.
Oh, we don't need you. Oh, fuck. Lemon bars? Hell yeah.
So she gives each of you 2 lemon bars.
Take 3.
You can have 2.5 because she breaks her one that she kept for herself in half.
Oh no, now I feel bad.
No, give
She's
her
holding
some.
both halves and
No.
she says, "Do you want it or not?"
No, Mom, eat it.
But I have lemons outside.
No, Mom, eat it. You made that.
Literally shoves it in your mouth.
Mom, and then I give her my whole lemon bar that she gave me. And I go, it's eat. Oh, Jesus, Mom.
Take the lemon bars, sweetheart.
Fuck, okay.
Thank you. I'll make more. Oh no.
Come on.
Out of here.
I just want to know what is going on. It's fine.
Nothing. Go away.
There we are. All right. Mordecai is here.
Finally salvage anything I have equipped.
Sumner.
Sumner! You look like that meme. People that put like a head on top of it. Exact. Sumner, that's what you look like right now, my dude.
I feel like with the background specifically, it's magical.
It really helps.
Guys, I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared for this shit. Nothing
Who truly is?
Oh my god, Sumner, you're ridiculous.
Met my father and I believe my brother. But the longer I stay here, the more the thought lingers that I'm not as welcome here as I may have hoped for. My visit here is being brought up in a tense that seems temporary. You can stay for a while, they say. You can come visit, they say. These are not the answers I look for when seeking family or solitude. I come here looking for who I am or where I come from, and I'm met with temporary answers, with nothing back to look forward to.
Oh, I bid farewell to the port and the land, and I paddled away from brave England's white sands to search for my long ago forgotten friends, to search for the place I hear all sailors end. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my mind, I'll search without sleeping till peace I can find. I fear not the weather, I fear not the sea. I remember the fallen, do they think of me? When their bones in the ocean forever will be. Plot a course to the night, to a place I once knew, to a place where my hope died along with my crew. So I swallow my grief and face life's final test,
to find promise of peace and the solace of rest. As the souls of the dead fill the space of my ears.
Do you wanna hunt some ghosts?
Come on,
Let's
let's
hunt some
go
heckin'
hunt.
Goodbye.
I never see you anymore. Don't close the door. I don't want to be hunted.
Please don't
So
kill
by
me.
with me.
Why?
You used to be alive. And now you're
No,
not.
you're not.
I wish you would tell me how. You want to hunt some ghosts? It doesn't have to be a ghost. Okay, bye.
Bye. Hi, Zach.
Hi.
He's
You're waving at
she's
me
actually
even.
waving. I'll
And I
die.
just thought about James is multi-classing into artificer at some point, so
gotta
he can
get
be
that
a
right.
raw artificer. Thank you to Penguin the Strong for that community gift. So just
Yeah, I don't
quickly.
even know what else I could do with that.
Well, should we make a pact right now and like forget that that ever happened?
Yes.
The cheese
please.
pact.
This. I put my hand out and I'm like, we must agree.
I look specifically at Ms. I agree.
I
Okay,
agree.
Now put your hand on top of my hand and then we will do 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
I will raise Ms.
Oh,
I put my hand on top of everyone else's, thinking that means I'm
Okay.
in charge.
On count of 3, we yell, forget the cheese. So 1, 2, 3.
Forget the
Forget the
cheese.
cheese. Look, at now I never talk about it again.
All right, no more cheese.
No more cheese.
0 cheese.
No
I'm
more.
talking about it.
And we're back.
Hey.
We're back.
Hello, everybody.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, baby. How we
We
doing?
are here. We just spent the first half of this session with a sweet boy who they rescued from an angry mob that was being scapegoated. No pun intended, because he was a sheep herder.
Oh.
And he let them take a short rest in his house. They kind of helped him deal with some things. They set Pumpkin to guard him. They set him up with potentially going to a Vistani and to hang out and live with the Vistani, since they're planning to just let this town starve. Fuck them.
Fuck this town.
Eat shit, town.
Yeah, Krez apparently can go fuck itself.
That's true.
We've seen cooler towns. Just
Yeah.
saying.
This town's
You've
a
also
piece of
seen
shit.
towns with way shittier people.
Have you heard of Waterdeep? You know,
I mean, you essentially helped overthrow a government and then install a Strahd loyalist and had vampires just walking the streets like
Look,
whatever.
man, like
it was a Thursday.
it's whatever, all right?
It was a Thursday.
I don't
It was
know
a
what you
Thursday.
want.
We're doing our best, all right? What do you
Okay,
want?
we are trying our
We're
literal
kind of
best.
trying. Yeah.
We are kind of trying.
I don't
We are
know.
making
So-
an attempt.
I don't know. If
You
we're
guys
doing our best
you
at
guys
all.
were heading off towards the Abbey with Irina. Irina's goal is to try and get some information, trying to find some way to defeat Strahd, because she's realized that she herself is a reincarnation of someone Strahd is obsessed with.
Yeah, we dropped the ball on that one.
There are many memes about the S word that we can't say on Twitch, and Strahd being that.
What is this we, comrade? I don't remember asking her how she dyes her hair.
Yeah, she.
It was me.
I mean, now she knows that that's related to, before it was just kind of like, it's bad luck to be a redhead, whatever. And now it's like, oh, it's bad luck to be a redhead because of Strahd. Got it. Cool.
Strahd just ruined
So she's
everything.
like, she's on it. She's like, if I'm going to have any kind of like hope or future, I have to get it myself. So you guys are on the way to the Abbey, who has healing powers. Has been known for a while to be a good healer in the land, but he recently brought some back to life. Not super great, as you've now learned, but hey, this is his first time. 10,000
Not a
hours. You
pass.
gotta start somewhere, right?
Not a pass.
It's fine. It's all fine.
So you guys make your way up the road to the Abbey. It takes maybe an hour, only because the road is kind of windy. It's a very, very steep hill. Like, if this was a straight road, it would be probably like a 50 degree incline.
Ugh.
It's really steep. So they made, like they do in mountains, they do the curvy roads so that it's a more gradual ascent, which does make it take a little longer, but only like an hour. When you reach the abbey, the road from the village climbs above the mist to the wide ledge on which the abbey is perched. A light dusting of snow covers the trees and the rocky earth. The gravel road passes between two small stone outbuildings, to either side of which stretches a 5-foot-high, 3-foot-thick wall of jumbled stones, held together with a mortar. Blocking the road are iron gates attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. Viewed through the gates, the stone abbey stands quiet. Its two wings are joined by a 15-foot-high curtain wall. A belfry protrudes from the rooftop of the closer north wing, which also sports a chimney billowing gray smoke.
Do we just knock?
Hold on. Let me do something first.
He opens his pouch, looks through, pulls out a holy symbol.
Lathander it is again,
and puts it on.
Don't use my holy symbol. It's a lot cooler.
I'm sure that it is, but this is really to be served as a ruse to
Just pull out this mangled beast claw hand. I'm like, look, it's neat.
Yes, that's very cool. You'll have to tell me about your religion in depth at some other time.
You don't care.
No, not really. But all religion is bullshit.
Well, mine's pretty neat. But let's go. Let's pretend that you are a priest.
Anyway, I will take the lead. You follow.
Are you well enough to take the lead? Are you good? Are you clear?
Yeah, I'm fine. In fact, this is probably for the better that I'm mangled and crippled and missing an arm.
All right. I'm gonna follow Alistair.
Okay. So as you pass through the gate, you come into the main area beyond the gate. It's again an open, wide area. The abbey itself is two wings that seem to be joined by kind of a curtain. It's open at the top, and it's not solid walls, but it's got arches and maybe more of a protective stable type of area.
Alistair's gonna call out, "Hello, I'm a simple priest. My traveling companions and I are seeking respite. Is there anyone here?"
Dead silence is the only thing that greets you in this open courtyard.
I imagine since they are raising the dead here, they are not going to respond unless we meet them inside.
We could kill somebody, and I look at Mordecai. Do you want to know?
I think you're right. I don't imagine that we're walking into some sort of trap that would imply that they know who we are or that we were coming. Yes. Let's go inside. But stay on your guard. Keep your hands close to your weapons.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially with the lack of rest we got.
Lord knows I could use a hand.
Too soon, Alistair.
Yeah, you just literally lost that. That's not funny.
If only your foresight was as long as your forearm. Wait, you don't have that.
Well, I think the first thing we should try to do is maybe knock on the front door.
Yeah, Alistair. Use your good hand.
Yes, I'll use my good hand.
He pulls one of his daggers out, uses it to knock on the door, and puts it back and kind of maneuvers it so it's hidden in his coat again.
Did you need the dagger for that?
It's much louder, and I'm tired.
Fair point.
It's louder, and I'm tired. I
have one hand. I gotta be very careful.
No, I like
how
that. It's louder, and I'm tired. Not even ready to explain it. You're just fucking. I'm tired.
Whatever.
Mordecai
to the door comes a. The door opens, and you don't immediately see anyone at the door. As you look down, you see someone that reminds you of someone you've met before.
Is it my new boyfriend? Does he look like my new boyfriend?
He looks like he might be related to your new boyfriend.
What was his name? I can't remember.
He was Cyrus. Cyrus Bellevue.
Do you know Cyrus Bellevue? Because you kind of look like him when I like do this. Just like, sorry.
Oh, Cyrus is my brother.
He's my best friend. What's your name?
My name is Cloven, and this is... I forget his name. This man from his shoulder has what looks to be like a child's head. It's no hair, and it has like some scaling kind of coming up the side of it. His left hand is a giant, what looks like lobster claw, and his right foot looks to be that of a bear's. Everything
your
else
brother
is
got all the looks.
but very like varying in sizes.
Like it doesn't match. Like
it doesn't quite match.
Alistair's eyes are as big as dinner plates.
Alistair, do not.
Looking at this man.
Have you? He looks at your arm. Oh, you've come to see the abbot for some healing, huh?
Is he going to give him a lobster claw if we ask? Because that's cool as hell.
I would prefer a normal arm over a claw. Yes, I seek healing. The Lord
Has led me here, and he holds forth the symbol of Lathander.
The Lord has told me that this is where I need to be to receive healing.
Well, okay. Come on in. The abbot is in the dining room with Basilica. And he kind of he walks with a hobble. His bare foot, the leg that has a bare foot
his bare claw
seems to be maybe clubbed. He can't quite lift it the way he can his human-esque foot. So he walks with kind of a limp almost. His gait is very abnormal.
Hello. I think you should invest in a type of donut because I think it would fit you perfectly, and you need to eat one. It's called a bear claw. I saw them in Waterdeep. They are delicious. You would love it.
This is not the time.
I'm sorry. It just needed to come out.
My friend, tell me, did you happen to lose appendages, and did the abbot restore you to what you are?
Yeah.
Is that what happened to your brother too?
Cyrus?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Cyrus, well, he wasn't missing an arm. Then he raises his lobster claw like I was, but he wanted to see better in the dark, and so the abbot gave him better eyes.
That's why. Oh, that is why his eyes are so like big and stuff. That's cool. That's really neat.
So why did the abbot give you your unnamed shoulder friend?
Why did the abbot give him what?
Why did he give it to you?
Oh, I've always had him.
Oh, so you have a conjoined twin attached to you?
And why did you choose a lobster claw and a barefoot?
Oh, I didn't choose him. I just, didn't really care. I told him I just wanted to have my arm back, and this is what he had. So a lot of the times the abbot just asks, his god to heal those, and when the Lord speaks, he raises his hands up.
Who is this god? Do you know?
Who is it?
Oh, I'm not really too religious myself, but I do help the abbot. He's a real kind man. He never turns away somebody who needs help.
Oh, sure.
name?
Who is his god?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not too religious myself, and I never learned to read.
Cloven,
Do you think you
would
could take
mind
us to
just
him?
taking us to him?
Yeah.
That's
I'm currently leading you to him.
How did you
Oh, that's
lose
great.
your arm by chance, friend?
Oh, it was actually some wolves. I was learning to to be a hunter. I was apprenticed to a hunter setting traps out in the woods, and I was attacked by some wolves, and they ripped my arm off, and the foot, I got caught in one of the traps, and the abbot fixed me right up. He like conks on his lobster claw.
You sound like Adam Sandler's character.
Ooh,
You know you can put your weed in there?
How did you lose your foot exactly?
It got caught in the trap when I was attacked by the wolves.
Sorry, he lost his hands recently. He has a hard time hearing.
Yes.
You know, the abbot can give you better hearing if you really want.
That's a very good idea.
Oh, Alistair, he can give you a new hand. How is like a claw?
Let me ask you, can the abbot give someone a different personality? Because Mordecai, you should inquire about that.
Yeah, you're right. I could ask him about
but you could always ask him.
Do you know
Abbott's
anything?
really likes to help people out. And with that, he pushes open this door to the wing of the abbey that he brought you to. Inside, where are my descriptors? Please and thank you. Please and thank you. Please and thank you.
I love that voice. Not many people know this, but
Put your weed in it.
put your weed in there.
So inside this room, you hear gentle sounding music trickle down from above, played on a single stringed instrument by some unseen master. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire and a hearth, while above the fireplace mantel hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper levels, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends into darkness. Several chairs surround a wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which is a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled wedding gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. Her face is hidden by a veil, and she seems lost in her own thoughts. Next to her, a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe gently takes the woman by her hand. A painted wooden holy symbol that depicts the sun hangs from a chain around his neck, and he moves with the grace of a saint. Oh, welcome. I did not know we had guests. Cloven, oh yeah, their friend here needs a new arm, and I told him that you'd fix me up real good, and yes, Cloven, I will help them if I can. He turns to the woman. You'll have to excuse me. Our lessons can continue later. He sits her down at the table and approaches you all. I understand you need some healing, yes?
Yes, he holds up his handle's holy symbol of Lathander.
A fellow man of the faith.
Yes, I am Father Alistair Winter. You are?
I am, you may call me the Abbot. Forgive me, I have forgotten my name. I've been called the Abbot for so long.
I know what you mean. People call me the Devil of Waterdeep so much, you begin to forget your name.
Are you really a devil?
Of course
because
not.
I can fix that for you.
No. It's just a cruel nickname. The children would yell at him. He is a devout man of the cloth, very chaste, very pure.
That is quite cruel.
Yeah.
Call someone a devil like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
I hate it.
If you wish, I could remove those horns. Maybe the nicknames will cease.
No, the horns stay. They are very nice to grab onto. Leave them.
He holds his turn like he holds his horns like no.
The Lord has blessed Brother Mordecai with his horns and his undying devotion to remaining pure and not having sex.
Okay.
Okay, Alistair, going a little too far there.
Ah, well, far be it from me to
reel it in.
Interpret someone else's faith.
He's closer to the Lord this way.
Reel it in.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I'm walking past him and I'm going to go walk up to the girl at the table.
Okay. As you walk past, he turns and the abbot turns and sees Irina. You. Might I, please, come in. I would be happy to assist you in healing your appendage, but might I ask a favor from you, my lady? What is it that I can help you with? Father, please, I am just the abbot. I have been working to try and cleanse this land of the evil that prevails it. Return the Morning Lord to his rightful place. To this end, I have constructed, and he gestures back to the woman sitting at the table that you are now approaching first. I have constructed her. She has been my greatest creation, and I hope to break the curse of this land.
By her, you mean, This'll just pointing to her own red hair. That's her.
Does she look? Does Alistair recognize anything distinct about her that might give us?
Give me an investigation check. First, give me an investigation check because you're the one going up to her.
Yeah, he's getting up. I want to look at this abbot closer. Does he look legit? Does he look like the real deal?
Like a person?
Give me an insight check. I mean, he looks like a person.
How does a nat 20 plus 7 sound?
That sounds real great. So you
that's a 12, Big Daddy.
He looks passable as an abbot. You know, you think he's legit. You don't think he's listen, real recognize real, and he doesn't look very familiar, right?
Okay. Got it.
You're not a real priest. So
okay.
You know.
So I'm like, oh shit, he might actually not be fucking around.
This might be real. First, this woman beautiful alabaster skin, as I said, but upon closer inspection, you see at some points, you start seeing the very hints of stitches. Very well done, very well hidden. The wedding dress also is obscuring much of it, but you can tell that this person, especially since the abbot himself says he made her, this person was probably stitched together from other body parts. Seeing Clovis and his animal body parts, you get the idea that this person was, to some degree, crafted. Ah, yes, that is. Let me forgive my manners, Basilica. Do not take this as a lesson. I lost myself. This is Basilica, future bride to Strahd. Basilica, these are guests who have come for healing. Basilica stands and gives like a little curtsy. Please.
Does she speak?
Sit down. Unfortunately, no. Basilica does not have the capacity to speak.
What does she eat?
The Basilica does not need to eat. Basilica is a construct, you see. I have crafted her to be, as best I could, an ideal bride for Strahd. I believe the curse of this land is cursing Strahd himself. When Strahd became the man that he is, the creature that he is, it was the influence of another, darker power. If Strahd is able to find love, the curse on the land will be broken. To that end, I have crafted my greatest creation of yet.
I feel the time for subterfuge is often, but the time for honesty is sometimes more important.
Honesty is an important quality.
Indeed. So, I'm going to be honest with you in hopes that you will be honest with us. I am not a priest. Not at all.
Deceptions.
Yes. I find that posing as a man of the cloth is an easy way to disarm people and acquire entry into places, and, well, they're more trusting and open with the things that they're going to tell you, in most cases. I feel that you may not necessarily fall into that category, as you have made an undead construct here.
Basilica is not undead. She never possessed a life. She is a construct. No soul in her. No soul was in her. She is unique.
Sure.
Okay, that's great, and we'll circle back to that. But what about the people that you bring back who did have a soul?
Yeah.
Because we have some talking
I
to do.
have only been able to accomplish that task once. I did not know I had that power.
Do we
I
want to tell?
did not think the Morning Lord had that much power to give, but I always do what I can for those who need me.
Are you aware that the young man, the child that you returned to life, are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes, the young man originally had a soul, but as happens in Barovia, when a soul dies, they get born again into a new body. But as the population has grown beyond the number of souls that are trapped in Barovia, many are born without souls. When the boy was returned to life, the soul was not returned, so he became one of the soulless living.
Are you aware that he was eating people?
No. The boy was eating people, you say?
Yes.
That is-
My arm is a perfect example.
He ate all the sheep in town too, so you're probably going to starve.
Well, that will be quite a problem to solve, but
it's been taken care of.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Yeah, it's been taken care of. Do you have any idea what these soulless are like?
Yes, they are much the same as you or I. Perhaps a little less humor, a little more dour, but they say that the soul is the source of joy.
Okay, well,
I have
his
heard
face,
tell
like,
that those without souls actually are unable to play music, even.
oh, look at that, Mordecai, you have a soul.
Damn straight.
Okay, so can you explain, so his face, like, literally, like, peeled apart and became bigger, and he literally became a monster that was very hard for us to kill. So I wouldn't recommend you ever trying that again, because what you created was horrific.
I appreciate the information, and I will be sure to not create such monstrosities in the future.
We also killed him, by the way. He's gone. So that we are not going to let happen. Roam around.
The abbot goes to reach for his holy symbol and then doesn't. Right. Soulless. But I have answered your questions. Now, perhaps you could hear my request.
Sure, you have apparently been honest.
Basilica is due to meet her soon-to-be husband soon, but she is not complete. I have struggled to find the last piece of the puzzle, so to say. She does not have a face. I have been unable to get a face that is worthy of Strahd, that Strahd could perhaps love. But he looks to Irina. Your face would be ideal. I could think of no finer face to give to the bride of Strahd.
Hold on. 1 second. I turn and look at all of them, including Irene. I'm like, we need to have a talk right now. Hold on. All of us, we need to have a huddle away from this man.
Yeah.
Because I have... just come.
Yeah. Mordecai follows.
Hold on, sir. I like what you're going with this, but my brain... Okay. Just lead everybody away from this man. So, including Irina. Irina is coming with us. So, Irina, I know this is not an ideal situation for you, but
this is definitely not an ideal situation.
hold on.
The man asked for my face.
He did. Idea for this is he will leave you alone because he is in love with you.
This is true. If your face is no longer on you, you would not recognize you.
But if my face is no longer on me,
what if we get you a new face? You could have a new identity. You could be whoever you want.
It could be me.
Literally face off. Like you could just take your face off.
I'll take your face.
Oh, hold on. I have an idea.
I don't want your face.
I think that this would be the agreeable approach for us all. I think it would benefit us all. Allow me to speak with our deranged friend. Fair?
Here, go ahead. Please don't put any silver on him.
No. Well, no. Okay.
Alistair walks back over.
So, let me understand you, my friend. You wish to remove Irina's face and apply it to this lady here that you have constructed as an offering of sorts to the devil who rules this land. Yes? Is that correct?
Yes. She does not require a face to breathe or eat, and it would serve a greater good.
Sure. Okay. Let me ask you, how long exactly have you been a holy individual?
I have been healing people at this abbey for, I believe, 200 years now?
That's interesting. So you would say that your profession is to
heal.
Help heal. Yes, okay. I told you earlier that I'm not a man of the cloth. Would you like to know what my profession is?
If you wish to share, I will lend an ear.
Yes, well, I come from a legacy, if you will. And that legacy is serving one very distinct purpose in life, a driven goal, much as you heal. I'm sure you can understand and respect that.
Yes, if it is your goal, your drive, then it is what gives you life, what gives you purpose.
Exactly. Exactly. My profession is hunting monsters. Now, that word, monster, is one that I have learned over my course of my life. It's not always exactly what people think.
Are you
that it
perhaps acquainted with Esmeralda Davenier?
Alistair stops.
She, too, is a monster hunter.
Yes.
She's currently here. She came to observe the library and try and perhaps find some information on Strahd.
She's here. Here.
Yes,
Yeah.
she is here. She was looking for someone, Von Richten. Unfortunately, that is a name that I do not know, but the library here is quite extensive, and she was interested in reading some of its volumes.
I'm very familiar with that name. So Esmeralda is unharmed.
She, to my knowledge, is safe. She has not told me of any injuries she wished to be treated.
How is it that you have been alive for 200 years exactly?
My lifespan is much longer than what you humans have.
And what is it that you are that gives you such a long lifespan, if not human? You appear human.
I am... What languages do you speak, Alistair?
It's a great question. I'm really glad you asked. Abyssal, Common, Deep Speech, and Infernal.
He says a word, but you don't understand what it is. I am... Unleas.
And you do not serve Strahd.
No, I serve Lathander, a name that is mostly forgotten in Barovia. They do worship Lathander, but they simply call him the Morning Lord. One of his titles, but I was sent here to rout the evil that parades this land, and I, unfortunately, have been unable to do so. But I have given some respite to those that live here.
And you have created a creature that murdered and almost cost an innocent man his life and damned an entire village by eating its entire food source. Do you feel that that is healing?
No, but I did what I could with the information I had at the time.
Sure.
I did not know that the boy would be turned to some ravenous, voracious beast. This was not my intention.
I see. And you feel as if taking the face of our dear Irina here is going to solve the issues of this land?
If this bride is satisfactory to Strahd, if he loves her, then this will, I believe, break the dark curse that binds Strahd. This will release Barovia back to the prime material plane, allowing souls to come and go once more. Those that die will not be doomed to repeat the cycle of death in this land.
And all Irina must do is simply give her your face, and this is accomplished, yes?
Yes, if Strahd accepts this bride, and Irina's face is perfect.
That is
everything that I believe will be pleasing to Strahd.
Except you said if Strahd accepts. I might... So, I understand that this is quite drawn out and we're walking in strange circles here, but perhaps you would do a favor for me, not my arm. That's my good friend First there is going to take care of that. But perhaps you could do a favor for me, if possible.
What would this favor be?
It's very, very easy. It's very simple, very easy request for you to solve. But before I ask, Irina, are you
yes?
interested in giving this gentleman your face?
It is not the most appealing notion, but you are not using it. It is pleasing to look at, but you do not need it to breathe or eat. And this would be to save all of Barovia.
Okay, but could you give her a new face instead of just taking it and like...
I just, Irina, yes
if
or
there
no
was a
here?
face to give, I would be able to give her a face. Unfortunately,
Okay.
I do not have any on hand.
I can get you a face.
I
Real
really,
easy.
does this sound yes, no? What do you think?
Maybe so.
Irina just looks at you with a look of like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, he wants to take my face off.
Yeah, so a no. Okay.
You just hear him out, you know.
Well, my friend, you've made your pitch. I do not think that we are going to be able to acquiesce your request at this time. But maybe you could help me with my simple request. Very, very simple.
What is your request?
I'm so glad you asked. I was wondering, would you, by chance, he kind of leans forward a little bit. Would you show me what your blood looks like?
And with that, he slashes across his throat as he had secretly wielded his knife during this conversation.
Yes, which it did happen.
Okay.
It messaged me and just that. Yes.
I did not doubt
So
it.
make an attack roll with advantage.
I always assume he's armed.
Well,
Not a terrible assumption.
arm.
I was 1000% intended, so thank you.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 13 with a +7 to hit, so dirty 20.
Okay. Let me pull up his stat block real quick.
Sorry, friends. This kind of falls in that category of monster.
Could have had a face-offs episode.
Yeah, but this guy was...
Okay.
Hey, Abbott!
I hate that guy.
Alistair did attack the abbot.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah. Everyone roll for initiative. I was not prepared for a fight with the abbot. I need to set this up in D&D Beyond real quick.
Oh, nat 20.
14.
Ooh, I rolled an 11. Hell yeah.
You're...
I rolled a 3, dude.
Oh, dude, up top.
Hey, Abbott!
Hate that guy.
Hate that guy. God.
So go ahead and roll your damage, and you will get sneak attack for this.
Oh, fuck yes. Ooh, boy. So let's go. That's... And it's silver. Does that make any difference or nah?
No.
Okay. Okay, so that's a 4 plus. So there's 8. And now it's time to do the 4d6. Yes, indeedy.
Okay. And Thistle got a nat 20.
Well,
Mordecai got a 7.
11.
11. First got a 3. And what was Alistair's initiative roll?
14. And that's 22 damage to his throat.
I'm jealous.
Okay. So you slice at
It's all
his
my
throat
only
with
move,
your
baby.
silver dagger, but no blood seems to come out of his throat. He reaches up for his throat, puts a hand back to Vasilika, kind of like holding her back. The abbot. Let me just make sure let me look over his stat sheet. It's been a while since I've looked at his stat sheet, so I just need to familiarize myself with his stuff, what he has.
Did you not look at our HP before initiating combat, Alistair?
Perfect. So, 2 radiant gold
Fine.
wings
Ain't that nice?
sprout from his back.
Yeah, that's about right.
He flies out of your reach, so you will get an attack of opportunity to grab something off the wall.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this. I'm gonna attack this bitch again.
Yeah.
Thistle just standing there like,
I'm gonna head out.
yeah, bye.
Mordecai's with him.
That is 16.
A 16 does not hit his AC.
Yeah, that's about right.
Well,
So he grabs a mace that was adorning the walls with some shield or some heraldry, a shield, and please, I do not wish to fight. I'm not sure why you seek to harm me, but I do not want to harm you.
We don't want to harm you either.
Yeah, you look like the type of person who just says, "Be not afraid," as you appear before people. So yeah, no.
Yeah,
Which is
I
a
do
way
not wish
to
to fight you.
guarantee that they are afraid of you.
Our friend is still quite disoriented.
And
I
violent.
think he's just reacting out of
He's
muscle memory. Please forgive him, and it appears you're not bleeding, so I think you should be okay, and here's a healing potion if you would like it.
You answered my question. I saw your blood, of which there is none. I see your glorious and terrifying golden wings sprout from your back, which also answers questions. I think I've pretty much...
Are you an angel?
Mordecai, talk to this man.
I can't with confidence until I replace my pants.
That
Thank
is
you.
the word in common. I, forgive me, am not used to speaking with people much.
You're an angel.
I am a servant of the Morning Lord, an Unleas in my tongue.
That's cool. I've never met an. You know, I've died and I didn't meet an angel.
Ah, well,
Look.
I think we can all put away our weapons, yes?
Yes,
This didn't
Alistair
even pull her
spins
weapons out.
Sends his dagger.
I'm sorry, my friend. You have to understand, requests like taking someone's face off, particularly in this land, you know.
I think the lesson learned here is that we don't go directly for the throat. Instead, if we're trying to see someone's blood, maybe we'll just prick their thumb or something. Isn't that
my
right,
friend
Alistair?
has a wonderful
very
idea. If
good idea.
you simply wish to see their blood, perhaps go for a less threatening way of obtaining it. But
I'm going
with
to
this
level with you.
misunderstanding,
I've had a hard life.
I think we all have hard life. That is not an excuse. Except Mordecai, he's soft.
You know what's not soft though? Lobster arms, and we'd like to order one lobster arm,
I do
please,
not-
for our
I
good
don't-
friend Alistair. Alistair, I'm trying to help you.
well,
Listen,
First is making me a cool metal arm. I don't want a lobster claw.
no, but this is better.
No,
perhaps
it's
to
not.
forgive and forget. You could convince your friend to give me her face.
Okay, but if we do this and she agrees, we need to have like a face in hand. Do you need like a living lady's face, or can I just come back with a head?
Are we really going to get a face?
Well,
Yes, I eat people. This does not bother me.
We found one body
Targets
earlier.
That, you know,
We're gonna have to have a long
The whole town
conversation when
won't
this
kill.
all is over. This'll.
What was that first?
I know of a prime target. You know, the one person that the whole town would blame for everything that has recently happened.
Yeah, but then Irina would be blamed for that.
Ooh, maybe we could take Dimitri's
We're not
wife's
coming back
face.
here.
Irina, do you want to be a terrible lady?
not really.
Do you want to be a pretty lady? Because I can find you a pretty lady.
Okay, hold on. Do you want to marry Strahd? Because, that's your other choice. That's your other option. He wants you. So if you take your face off, then he doesn't know that you're you, yes?
She
Something
looks
tells me
at the abbot, who is still flying like 20 feet in the air with these radiantly golden wings. Will it hurt? I can't say if it will be painful. I have not experienced it myself, but I assure you I will attach the new face seamlessly.
Abbott, where is my where is Esmeralda? I would like to
Esmeralda is in the library. She is currently... she has not left there since arriving a few days ago. Cloven has told me she is eating, but I have not seen her since her arrival.
I would very much like to speak with her, if I may.
Yes. Simply, if you can find Cloven, he will guide you to her.
Sure.
And I do ask, if you make this choice about giving me your face, that it be made sooner rather than later.
Give us some time, yes? We talk about it, locate a face for you. Perhaps sound agreeable.
He settles back down next to Basilica. Now, Basilica, shall we continue your lessons in etiquette? He takes her by the hand again and begins to instruct her in proper etiquette.
Everyone, I want to apologize. I was very much convinced that he was just some creepy wizard and that would have killed him.
Well, what did you learn?
Yes, what did you learn, Alistair?
Go for the head?
Okay, Thor.
Honestly, not bad takeaways. But no, Alistair. Bad, Alistair. Bad.
Look, in my experience, that move always works. Every time except for this fucking country
I know.
where nothing works.
I know. Everything's political with you. I know, Alistair. I know. Bad.
Anyway, we just met an angel. That's really cool.
Yeah, on a side note, not bad. Pretty cool day.
Wasn't there a thing that we were supposed to do around here?
What time is it?
That's a great question.
It's like lunch-ish.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now,
For a long
And also,
rest.
do we know who took
Maybe
who
closer
has
to
the
1.
token?
I'm glad you remember that, Zach. Mordecai is the one who has the holy symbol that you received from
Yes,
Escher.
I have
Okay.
the Oler symbol.
And if you need a reminder, the words that were spoken to you were, there is a grave to the west with roses that never die, in a place built by healers in a village called Kresk. When all turns to darkness, touch this holy symbol to the grave to summon the light and find a treasure long lost.
You just hear this little go, "Hey, Mr. Angel, I have a question." His name isn't Abby anymore. It's Mr. Angel.
Hey, Abbott. That was to you.
Hey, Abad.
Not you,
non
Alistair.
est angels.
They'll scare him away.
Est angels.
Mr. Angel, 90 degrees.
English.
English.
Oh, I'm obtuse, am I? No, now you're being acute.
English. I have a. Is there like a grave where there's like roses that like never
There
die?
Is a cemetery right behind this building. Although
Cool.
it is the onset of winter and flowers do not tend to survive in these colder climates.
Mordecai, show him the thing.
Yeah. Mordecai takes out the holy symbol that Asher gave him from Strahd's castle and shows it. Does this mean anything to you?
It is a holy symbol of the Morning Lord, Lathander. It does not seem familiar to me, or I do not seem to see anything familiar about this.
Okay, we're gonna go touch some graves with it.
I'm going to the library.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Accompany Alistair, as it is not time for what we need to do.
Not
Okay.
time. What do you mean?
What the? And the clock are you?
It is said when it. We pull it out for reference here.
What was that first? I couldn't hear you that well.
When all turns to darkness is when we should approach this.
Oh, you mean when the sun is sleeping and the moon comes out
Oh,
to
I
say
see.
Correct, Thistle.
thanks?
I've never been
really-
one for details. My
Yeah,
apologies,
okay.
Abbott.
Thank you for helping us. We're gonna go find this dude's weird friend.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much for not brutally murdering all of us.
Yeah, and
It's
don't,
not
particularly-
my custom to kill those. I am a healer by trade.
Yes, you mentioned that.
well, we're gonna go, but don't forget to have that lobster arm ready. Make it big and juicy for our
Do
friend
you just
Alistair.
want the lobster roll?
Are you
Like,
hungry?
No. I just want Alistair to have a claw.
I don't want a claw.
I don't care what you want, Alistair. I want it for you.
It's my arm.
Yeah, and you sacrificed it. Whose fault is that? Now it's my
Yours.
turn.
Oh, but why are you being so difficult? Where's Esmeralda?
I was gonna say, if he pointed us to the library, I'm heading that way.
He directed you to find.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
Cletus.
Cloven.
Where are you?
Cletus, is that what you said?
That's his name.
Where are you,
Cloven!
Cloven.
Cletus is better. Damn it, Cletus.
So you head out of the room, back into the courtyard, where you do see Cloven. He is drawing water from the well.
Yes, Cloven. Hello, my friend. Hello.
Oh,
Hi, hello.
Yes.
It's.
Did you have a nice talk with the abbot? Did he say he would give you a new arm?
There was conversations about the exchanging of body parts. Yes.
There was an element.
But tell me, he mentioned that there is a lady here in the library. Is this correct?
Oh, you mean Esmeralda?
Yes, that is her. Could you perhaps take us to see her, please?
Oh, sure. She hasn't really left the library. I've been bringing her food so that she can eat, but she's been holed up in there pretty much the whole time she's been here.
Hey,
she introduced herself to the abbot, and he's saying this as he's like leading you
yes.
along. She introduced herself to the abbot, but hasn't really done much except for read those books up there in the library. You know, I can't really read myself. I'm not much of a book guy, but
you've got so many other wonderful qualities about you, though.
Oh, well, thank you. I do what I can to help out with around the abbey. You know, some of the people here, they don't get healed as well as some others, and we take care of them, make sure they're, doing all right. And I also, when people pass away here, I do dig the graves for them. So reading's really not something that I have a whole lot of time to do. He leads you into the other building here. I hesitate to call it a building because they're all conjoined, but the center courtyard is very large and open. So it's kind of like two buildings conjoined by this courtyard, even though it is one stone wall kind of around it. And he leads you into this room. It is it's a large, what looks like maybe hospital type area, very open with a lot of curtains. You hear some snoring, some moaning. Try to be a little quiet. There, a lot of them have afternoon naps they're taking. He leads you not through this area, but around the corner to a set of stairs that lead up to the second floor. In the second floor, you see a magnificent library, huge. The walls aren't fully stacked with books, but they are very well stacked with books. And sitting in an armchair, sitting kind of like super casual, like legs thrown over one of the armrests. Like this is a big poofy red velvet cushioned armchair, and sitting side saddle in it, legs over one of the armrests, is Esmeralda, the dark-haired Vistani woman that you guys fought Mothman with. She has a large book in her hands that she's kind of like, she's reading it, but she's skimming it. That's what she's doing. She's skimming it. There's a stack of books on a side table near her, but she is fully absorbed in reading. Oh, Esmeralda, there's some guys here that want to see you. Clovis, I do not wish to see any of the more of the patients. It is, oh no, they're new here. They asked to see you. She looks up from her book and sees, Mordecai. She sees Furs. She sees Thistle. But when she sees Alistair, she she freezes and her eyes open wide, but she doesn't say anything. Yes, it is good to see you again.
Yes, it's been quite some time, hasn't it?
How have you been, Alistair?
I've been. How have you been? Is that how you greet me after all this time?
She closes the book with a loud thud and sets it on top of the pile, gets out of the chair and walks over to you. I see you are missing some limbs. Perhaps Father did not teach you as well as he should have.
Well, let's just say I had to incorporate some new tricks because Father's methods weren't exactly effective.
You were not the best listener, Alistair, but it is good to see you. She breaks this like stone kind of sass and like gives you a big hug. I'm glad to know you are all right. But what brings you to Barovia?
I'm going to kill Van Richten. That's what brings me to Barovia.
You're serious this time?
Oh yes, very serious. But I figure before I kill him, I'm going to kill Strahd. I'm going to do what he could not. And then, right before he dies, he will know that I'm better than him.
All I was going to ask was that you at least let him help us kill Strahd before you take your revenge, as you see it. I came here in search of him as well, but I have been here a month now, and excuse me, I have been here a month now, and I have not found any trace of him. Have you been any more successful?
No, I found my friends here. We've had a few terrible run-ins with Strahd, amongst other things. Abbott turned one of the village children into a flesh-eating monster, and now he's asking for our friend Irina here. He wants to take her face and apply it to a construct to gift to Strahd. So, you know,
yes,
standard practice for
Vasilika, he
Barovia.
asked for a face from me as well, but he did not ask for mine. He asked me to see if I could procure him a face. I told him I had other things that were important I had to take care of.
Did that concern you?
Your face, Irina. Irina just nods. You're not considering it, are you? She looks up to Mordecai and Thistle, and it seems Strahd is obsessed with me. And perhaps if this Vasilika has my face, she could divert attention away from me, I guess. I will say I'm not too keen on having the idea of my face being taken off, but it can give me a respite from this nightmare.
On further thought, I'm not sure if he cannot get that construct to speak. I don't know that it will fool anyone for long. If it is simply just a quiet construct that just responds to commands.
Not to mention, do we really want to give that bastard a satisfaction that we had to sacrifice your beauty for that type of power or control? To hell with him. Is nothing else sacred if not for your own personal beauty?
I don't think beauty matters in this as far as like her consent and body autonomy and not being a thrall slave to Strahd for his whims.
That's the very beauty I
What you say about not giving him the satisfaction, that is true. Strahd doesn't have much that does not belong to him.
Yeah. Well, like Thistle, like you were saying, the beauty is not just skin deep. It's your everything. It's it's not just your looks or how you look upon someone. It's you as a person. It's your sanctity. It's your core. It's your soul. You really... It's not just your face you're giving up.
I don't know. I think that it could give her a new lease on life if she became someone else.
My question would be, how does it help us kill Strahd?
That would be my question as well.
If it breaks the curse, then wouldn't he become human and then you can just rip his head off?
I don't know that that's the case.
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Esmeralda, have you found anything in this library at all?
Nothing. I have found nothing. I've read half the books in this library and found nothing. The abbot, when I first came here, he told me that... he told me some story of Strahd being cursed himself by some dark powers of this land, but I found nothing about it.
Do you think maybe he eradicated every bit of knowledge about his curse so that people could not use it against him?
This is a holy place. Strahd is an unholy creature. Alistair, you know, yes, vampires cannot set foot on holy ground.
Yes.
Okay, but
They
what's
cannot
her
enter
face was in
domiciles
the
without being
church?
invited.
The crazy lady that tried to kill us when we met you? She was in
Yes.
the church.
Yes,
Oh.
and Strahd killed an entire
Paladins.
order of paladins, stepping onto their holy ground like it was nothing. I myself struck Strahd with a blade in holy water. It was as if nothing happened. I've never seen a vampire as powerful as Strahd. Everything that I know, everything that I've been taught, none of it seems to work in this land. He defies nearly everything, even walking in the daylight. The clouds
Well, I mean, it
shield the
just-
sun.
yeah.
And maybe what the abbot said is true. The abbot told me that Strahd will be coming for Basilica soon. I thought that it would be a delivery or somewhere else, but if he can enter into holy ground, then nowhere is safe. Perhaps the only things... running water? Have you seen him stride through running water?
No, it's...
So that's still an option. Have you seen him enter a house uninvited?
He seems to go wherever he pleases, invited or not.
Irina speaks up and just says, he is the land. If he is the land, then maybe he does not need to be invited because he owns it already.
It is his.
His, perhaps?
He is the Lord of Barovia, after all. It would make sense. Ultimately, all of this is his.
The only reason he was not able to get into...
What was the name of the town? Started with a V?
Valaki.
Valaki.
The only reason he was not able to enter Valaki was because it was under the control of someone else.
I do
who
not
is not
believe
in
that
his
to be the
pocket.
case. I think he could have entered Valaki whenever he wished. The Burgomaster was a fool to think that his celebrations kept Strahd at bay.
But
But
It
what
wasn't the
happened?
celebrations.
the woman who we put in charge obviously is in Strahd's pocket. So that would mean that maybe he has to have ties to these people in some way or another, which allows him to have control over those towns.
I don't know. He's so much more than any vampire we have hunted. I have hunted. I cannot speak. It sounds the same for you, Alistair. And I know Van Richten did come here. He was always interested in hearing my stories of Barovia and seemed to obsess over killing Strahd.
Fool. Of course he did. Why would he come here? Why now? After all this time? Why did he just leave?
Everything that I have found has pointed to only the fact that Strahd is the first vampire. I do not know why he would seek this out. Why now? I don't know. He might be dead already.
No.
But
he's too clever to just die like that.
You and I know him too well to really believe that.
The old man's too stubborn. He wouldn't let some ordinary monster kill him. If Strahd is coming here, we should find out when. Moreover, do we want to be here with Irina when Strahd is here?
That would not be ideal.
I do not think so either.
Do you know why he is so obsessed with Irina?
She is the reincarnation of his love. Or something. We learned it from the paladin.
Strahd has no love in his heart. He killed his own brother at his wedding night.
Yeah, love is subjective. To some, it's evolved into some type of obsession. Possession.
I have seen nothing in anything that I have heard, read, or researched that shows any kind of love from Strahd.
So, if what the Abbey has said that when everybody dies, their soul can't leave, so they are reincarnated. We learned from the paladins that there was a lady, Carmilla. Starts to the C and ends with an Ella. That was his first love, apparently, or some love of
Tatiana.
Tatiana.
The portrait you guys saw in Strahd's castle, and Mordecai called one of Strahd's brides Tatiana, and she was like, "Oh, never use that name in front of me."
Yeah.
And immediately was like, I'm no longer flirting with you.
Yeah. So we learned she died. So I think she has been.
How did you learn this?
So there's this really crazy group of people, and they're dead, but not dead. They're paladins. They're pretty neat. They were the dragon. You remember the dragon? The story about the dragon? Strahd has dragon's head.
There's a story of the dragons that guarded the sacred places of Barovia, but
yeah, so we met the dragon's spirits, and I gotta go get his head back from Strahd. But it's a lot. You have missed a lot. But basically, the paladins of this order have told us that Strahd's love is reincarnated, and those they're reincarnated into are born with red hair, which, as Irina has told us, she thought that red hair was just, a superstitious curse. So this is true love reincarnated.
You said, where is this place you've talked to these undead paladins? Because that is far more information than I have learned in my weeks coving this library.
Well, you have been in a library.
Yes, I've been in a library.
What are books going to tell you? They are just dead trees.
She walks over to one of the books and picks it up. Knowledge is everything. You have to be prepared when you're fighting creatures. Knowing everything you can about them can give you the edge over them.
Okay, and
she throws the book at you. Give me a dexterity save, Thistle.
A moonbeam her ass. Throwing a fucking book at me. 13.
The book hits you harmlessly, but it does hit you. Books can be a more dangerous weapon than you think. She kind of gives you like a smirk.
That is bullshit. You just hit me with a fucking book.
I did, yes.
I'm gonna throw the book right back at her.
She could have hit you much harder with.
I could have eaten her. But I'm not, because I like her. She is a very nice lady. She's weird, but we fought Mothman together. We have a bond.
I have not seen him since then, by the way.
Oh, that was weird, right? Like, he just came out of nowhere, and he had a really nice ass. Like, we thought Mordecai was like
this Mothman.
Wait, what was the Mothman's ass?
It was no creature that I have ever seen. It flew through the air with wings like a moth, but it was silent. It had talons like an eagle, and it seemed to absorb magic and fired lasers from its eyes. It was wild. I had no idea how to fight it.
It was fucking nuts. Mordecai made a giant lamp.
That's right, he did. He made a lamp because it's a moth. That's right, I forgot about the lamp.
I thought it would work.
You tried. Just like you tried to, hurt vampires with necrotic energy.
That only
Esmeralda.
happened 3 times.
You realize vampires are resistant to necrotic. Necrotic energy tends to be what animates them, and so harmful.
Yeah.
Maybe radiant damage would have worked next time. I don't know.
Vampires tend to be more vulnerable to holy energy than
I was
necrotic.
just trying to hurt them, and wasn't thinking that maybe they wouldn't work.
Never forget.
I won't forget until next time.
You know, not everyone was trained by an expert monster hunter. She kind of gives Alistair a look.
I was
Apparently,
trained by-
he sucks at it because he lost an arm.
You realize I'm a musician by trade, right? I don't hunt monsters or live in the woods or.
No, that's very apparent.
Thank you.
You're-
I think I'm
you're a
pretty good at the
soft boy.
violin, and I'm glad it's apparent my skills.
Mordecai,
What's up, champ?
I want you to know.
Yeah.
I very much appreciate you.
Thank you so much. That's a great thing to tell me so much. So, what are we here for? So, what else are we?
Esmeralda, sorry, Mordecai. I just wanted to properly introduce you. Esmeralda, Mordecai is my blood brother now.
Yeah.
You know what that means.
And he points
Blood
to the
brother.
scar in his hand. We
Didn't
exchanged
think
blood.
you- Oh, sorry, I didn't think you cared about anyone.
Nope.
Strange times.
Well then, Mordecai, welcome to the family. She gives you a hard slap on the back.
Oh, I have a
Does that mean
sister. Sister?
I have a sister-in-law now. Look at that.
Sister-in-law. By blood, too. Look at that.
I hate
Never thought I would be family with
Uh-huh. A
Say it.
musician?
close to
Say it.
a monster.
Say it.
Monster
You can-
adjacent. We'll say monster
you
adjacent.
can call me a monster because I think I keep horrifying
You're not
Alistair.
quite a monster. You're just adjacent.
I had to
Weird.
eat my friend.
Jason. I mean, she's right here.
I don't care what
All
you
right,
call
little
me.
buddy, and she like ruffles your hair a little bit. So, if this library is useless, then shall we head to the paladins, try and get information from them, or I can head there. You've talked to them.
They might send you on a quest.
We don't have time for quests.
Yeah, they're asking. We have to do favors for them. It's ridiculous.
Apparently, the only way to get anything done in this country is fucking travel across it and put a flower on a rock or give a scarf to some asshole. It's ridiculous.
Why does that matter?
I haven't. We have
They
to
need
ease their
unfinished
pain.
Yeah,
unfinished
if we
business.
kill them, because we literally tried.
Oh,
they
they're
just get-
revenants. They are ghosts inhabiting the dead bodies of soldiers to because they have unfinished business and need
Yeah.
to finish that business to move on.
Yeah.
Oh, Alistair, you did not know this?
No, I did.
You were not the best listener.
Apparently, he's not
If
the
it was
nerd.
killing, you did not pay attention. That's how it always was. That's why you got sent to bed with no dinner, because you never took in the lessons fully.
I am living for this right now.
Took in the lessons exactly as they were given. Do you remember the time when he whipped me for 3 hours in the square?
You are really
I do.
focusing on the wrong things here.
And do
Like,
you remember how afterwards? Do you remember why he whipped you in the town square for 3 hours?
Yes, because he's a psychopath.
No, it is because you almost got yourself killed.
That's inconsequential. Everybody almost dies. You either
Everyone
die or
almost
you don't.
dies, but you did not learn the lesson, and it was harsh. Do not get me wrong. Van Rechten is a bastard. He treated us horribly, but he taught us well.
Yes.
But you only ever paid attention, unless it was about killing the monsters. You never paid attention, tracking them, finding out how to defeat them. You remember that werewolves are weak to silver, but you don't remember why werewolves are weak to silver.
Doesn't matter.
Why a
if it
vampire
kills.
can't see himself in the mirror.
None of that matters. All these fairy tales and
No, these things matter. I would like to know these things.
Well, vampires cannot see themselves in the mirror because mirrors are made from silver, which is a pure metal. It is cleansed, it is clean, it is holy, it is sacred to some degree. So it reflects purity, and they have no soul to reflect.
Also, silver does not kill vampires.
No, it does not kill vampires.
So then it is irrelevant to know that they can't see themselves in it.
No, but knowing that silver is a pure metal a reflection of purity can be helpful when you may not need to know. It's lessons like that, Alistair. That is why I had to bring you supper when Father would not give you supper so often. Because you wouldn't listen.
If I may, out of curiosity, when's the last time y'all seen each other?
10 years.
10 years?
Yes.
It's about the same for me. Huh.
You have a family, Mordecai?
Yeah, now's not the time, but yeah, I have a sister too. Sorry.
Well, Alistair, if you have been struggling this much to kill, you have faced much more danger than I have here. You were always much better at the fighting than I was.
Van Richten disappeared maybe 6 months ago. We were on a hunt. It was a particularly nasty batch of vampires. They had infiltrated a small village, tortured, and other unspeakable things. The lucky ones died. We eradicated them. In the morning, I awoke. I had been drugged. Van Richten was gone. No sign of him, no note, no letter. I then learned that he came here. You've not seen him at all?
No. I have found traces of him. I found a hideout he has booby-trapped and stayed in for a while, but has been gone from. From there, I know not where he went, and I'm hoping that following the trail of Strahd, he will turn up along that. Trying to kill this devil he will reveal himself, I hope.
We spoke with the Vistani, and they mentioned that he may be using a different appearance, name. Something I've not known the old man to do. He's very proud to announce to the world who he is.
Yes, but you also know how smart the man is.
Yes, that's true.
This is a land you never know who is a spy for Strahd.
I've begun to notice that. Mordecai.
Yeah.
What do you think we should do? The situation with Irina.
I do not wish to give up my face. It may be selfish or cowardly, I don't know, but
yeah,
I do not wish to give up my face.
I don't want you to give up your face either, Irina. You've been working on that thing your entire life. How many things can you say that about? No, for real. Listen to me. And he grabs her by the face and looks at her dead in the eyes. I'm serious. You are beautiful inside and out. Don't sacrifice that for anyone. Don't give anyone the satisfaction ever. And he lets go. Sorry.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
No, to hell with them. To hell with all of this.
I have, before I leave, and feel free if I need my help or anything, but I have a few questions for the abbot before I make my way to this, what was it you called the Revenant Paladins?
Argynvost.
Argynvost. I will make my way that way, but I have a few questions for the abbot first. She heads down the library. At the bottom of the stairs, Clovis is there. Ooh, sounded like you had a good conversation. I didn't mean to overhear it. I wasn't paying attention really, but are they friends of yours? Yes, they're my brother and friends. And she just like walks by. Ooh, your brother. I have a brother. He's well, besides this one here, he's he actually works at Castle Ravenloft. He's one of Strahd's housekeepers there.
We met him.
Very nice. I think he's cute.
Oh, you should tell him that. He'd be very happy.
I've told him.
On the way out, Irina kind of pulls on your sleeve a little bit, Thistle, to hold you back up a little bit. Thistle, I I don't want to be a burden on the road anymore. Would you teach me how to fight?
No, I will totally teach you how to fight. It'll be awesome. You can take my great sword and I will teach you how to use it.
I would like to use my brother's great sword.
Okay, then we will
Isaac
learn
was
together.
A bit of a monster, but still family. I still have Isaac, though. Not Isaac. Yeah, Isaac.
Not Isaac.
No.
Yes,
Isaac
Ismark.
died.
Isaac was her real brother. Ismark is her adopted brother.
Yeah.
Sorry. I still have Ismark, and he will always be my brother, but...
Yeah, I'll teach you how to fight. That would be a great thing because you're kind of useless, but really great, like in the fight, and it sucks. And I know what you need to learn to defend yourself.
I hate feeling like I have to be protected every time.
Yes.
Every time something happens.
I will teach you how to just fuck people up in the worst way.
Perfect. That's exactly what I want.
Yeah. I will teach you how to kick a man in his dick and yell, "That's my purse, I don't know you."
My goal, I guess, with this would be to be able to do that to Strahd.
Yes.
Himself.
Just kick him.
Kick him in the dick and yell, "That's my purse, I do not know you."
Yes, exactly. we will nail it.
All right. And that is where we'll leave off for tonight.
Awesome.
Great job,
Take
everybody.
away Irina and she's gonna be like, "That's my purse, I don't know you."
I'm just gonna hear that in another room.
That'll be the Strahd alarm. If you hear that, you know Strahd's nearby.
Yeah.
That's my purse. I don't know.
It's like the Jurassic Park 2 with the ringtone, the be-doo-dee-doo-doo-doo-doo, like a totally disarming, like not scary thing. And you're like, oh, that means the big monster's nearby.
What are you gonna do, Irina? Kick me in the balls?
She goes up to one of the brides and does that, and it's like, that's right, I don't have balls. And then this is like, she's lying, kick her again.
My favorite episode of King of the Hill.
It's a good one.
Hey, Sumner's back, everybody. Look, it's him.
Hi, everybody.
Where did Mordecai go?
Oh, he's out back. He'll be back soon.
Oh, did he
Do
put on
the
those gloves again? The
defibrillator
gauntlets
voice.
of Banshee strength?
Yeah.
Do the defibrillator bit with that.
Get the defibrillator. We're losing him.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh.
I'll be your doctor today. I'm gonna be your little itty bitty surgeon. We're gonna get that heart replaced in no time.
All right.
It's my first time, so wish me luck.
What were some favorite parts? Let's do some favorite parts.
Cloven was my favorite because I kept waiting to hear. Not many people know that, but
Know that, but
your weed in there.
you can hide your weed in there.
I very much enjoyed Cloven.
Yeah, he was good. He was
I
good.
just wanted him to keep talking.
I have to say this because True Potato Man.
I'm sorry, it's terminal.
Oh my god.
I think I can hear Hecate laughing in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can. She's fucking losing her shit in the next room.
Oh my god.
That uwu voice will always be funny.
It's
I'm so
haunting.
sorry to report that we lost him.
It went from ooh
That's
woo
not
to
funny.
oh no.
It's a little funny.
We tried our best.
You're killing Hecate in the
okay.
next room. She's dying.
7 out of 10, doing pretty well still. I'm still passing.
Summoner, what was your favorite part?
Still a good doctor.
All right.
Got my PhD.
Okay. So. Sorry.
What the patient for surgery?
Prepped them for surgery. It's an emergency.
All right. So.
It's a cute little emergency.
All right. So. Favorite parts. Holy shit! We're gonna play Uwu Trauma Support next one shot.
I just want to see Kane up here play like Trauma Center, but like with that the whole time.
Dude.
The jokes are fake, but the blood is real. So it's all right. So Favorite parts. I'm in that fantasy right now. So, God, I'm really loving. All my favorite parts are always like bigger picture stuff. I always love character development. Alistair going kind of nutso, losing blood was really funny. While we got to see more first carrying some major plot points and investigation. I always love when first kind of plays the front man a bit. And Thistle always being kind of the diffuser of tense situations is always a breath of fresh air. And I like that Alistair has a sister. I didn't really see that coming. I don't know if that was foreshadowed or explained earlier, but that got me by surprise a bit.
Nope.
Because it has not really come up, but Mordecai... And I wasn't trying to shoehorn Mordecai. I wasn't trying to steal any limelight, but
no.
he,
You were
he
good,
was
dude.
bringing up a parallel because he also has a sister.
Yep. The only real like clues for that was Alistair talking about his master being Van Richten, and and like Esmeralda mentioned she was looking for her teacher Van Richten. That was it.
Yeah,
and that was way sessions and sessions apart.
Right. Yeah, I don't have a favorite part. The whole thing was fun. I love the ride, man.
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I especially like I'm with Sumner. I like when First really kind of steps up because he's, I don't know, he's a great leader in that sense because we're all a fucking mess for the most part.
He's reliable. He just has he's got a good head on his shoulders.
Mm-hmm. It's a good egg, that First.
He's wholesome and he's always very direct, which is very headman, it's just good to have in the front. Because
I was afraid that note was going to make me cry.
Because if Alistair's in front, blood's getting drawn. If Mordecai comes in, you have no idea what's going to happen.
Someone's getting kissed or touched.
Thistle's probably the second headman, because I think Thistle's pretty direct also and kind of gets the job done.
Yeah, Thistle and First are almost like parallels to each other, where First is very wholesome and good at talking and diffusing and like handling situations. Yeah. Thistle is as well, but in a much more aggressive and
terse,
I might eat you way.
Yeah. You're more threatening. Like, that's, your plan B is more aggressive. Let's put it that way.
First is like, yes, you are a future friend, potentially an ally, perhaps. There are uses to be had of our relationship. Thistle's like, do I need to slap a bitch? Because I'll slap a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I enjoyed diffusing the situation where an angel did not kill us.
Yeah.
I was not expecting for the abbot. Like when you got close, I was because you had messaged me like, I want to conceal my dagger. And I was like, okay. And then I get real close and I was like, okay, here we go. I need to find the abbot's stat block because he's a celestial, but I don't know his stats off the top of my head.
Well, I did a lot of damage, so he's apparently all right. That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, he's got a lot of health. Yeah, he's a powerful entity.
Healthy boy. Well, it was kind of my silver coin trick, just a little bit more direct. I was like, look, if this thing is gonna kill us, I'm getting the jump on it this time. This will after you refuse her money. Slap.
Yeah, we're playing memes that were dropped in the Discord by Potato Man, Red Panda Cola.
They were so good.
Nart, so enjoy these.
When I can't remember who you were talking to, but you were like, look at me. Now look at this. Now look at me again. All I could think of was the fucking Old Spice clip.
It was the mom.
I look at him, I point to Mordecai. Look at her, I point to Thistle. Look at him, points to First. And look at me and gestures to the arm. My arm is now gone.
My arm is a horse.
I too realized that, like, oh my god, am I the Winter Soldier? Like, when the meme got posted up, I was like, holy shit, Alistair's the Winter Soldier.
I mean, kind of.
Wow, that's funny. Monkey Man says, favorite part, how things are starting to come together and open up now, plus all the interactions with the sheep guy, Luca. Luca, actually, no, that was my favorite part. I thought you did that very well, by the way.
I was really nervous about doing Luca because, like, you want to be respectful, want to do it properly and not, like...
Right. Right.
disrespectful about it, and it's
hard to overdo it or underdo it. It's hard. It's
so
objectively difficult.
So I was real nervous about doing that, and I'm glad it came through properly.
Yeah, I thought it was really sweet, really wholesome. You clearly put thought into it, and I thought that was really sweet. Just as FYI. But yeah.
Well, I put thought into how to portray it because it wasn't my idea to put that in. That's part of the one of the 3 or 4 different things I read to prep for Strahd had that entire subplot with Luca. And actually, Luca is D&D published side content. When Strahd was what was being run for local D&D, I forget what, Adventures Guild, they always have like little supplementary like side quests essentially, and that Luca was a character in one of them, so they just pulled that character and used him for a thing.
I loved him.
I appreciate everybody in chat's thirst for Alistair as well. I just want to say yet again, thank you for being thirsty for this angry stab boy with one arm now.
Yeah, he's half the stab boy he once was,
Yeah,
but he's
half the stab boy.
He's still just as much of a snack.
Yeah, he's and it kind of makes him like sexier because he's like vulnerable, like he's like a wounded bird you want to take in, but he might be careful.
He bites.
I need to get some updated art of, because first no longer it's just in a tabard. Like this is a fully mailed armored up boy now.
Oh yeah, there's fucking like art for this.
Yeah, I need to get
too.
some of that so I can give it to Shannon so she can draw first with this armor on.
I need to get my helmet back so I can be cool again.
I need another arm so I can have 2 arms again.
Nah, that doesn't matter.
That's not important.
Glossing over that.
Well,
no, getting getting the helmet back, yes. Getting an arm for our rogue, nah.
I don't steal shit usually, so it's fine. I just stab. I don't steal.
You don't want to steal a Coca-Cola till? Put it on your Drake.
I can steal the helmet back for you. That's actually the one thing that I do think is interesting is just that you guys have never asked Alistair to sneak in somewhere and
Nah, we don't do that.
It's because you don't play Alistair like he's a rogue. You play him as a monster hunter, and that's true. Kind of comes back to my idea of I don't like playing this class that does these things that the class does. I play a character, and they have mechanics from the class.
That's fair. Yeah.
My favorite part. My favorite part was getting to play Esmeralda. I always enjoy playing characters that are getting to role play as characters that are kind of peers. They're not, oh, great heroes, please help us, we have this problem. And they're not, you stupid whatever, I'm the bad guy. But they're like, getting to play Alistair's older sister, kind of, that was fun. Like, I got in the mentality of like, all right, she's like, okay, is he pretending to be someone else? Should I like pretend I don't know him? And he's like, is this how you're going to treat me? And she's like, cool. Closes the book, sasses him a little bit, gives him a big hug, and is like, I'm so glad to see you.
You lost an arm, I see.
Sweet Potato Man, I need another hand so I can sarcastically clap every time Mordecai opens his mouth.
Yep. I hope
funny.
you liked that bit where I was like, ooh, maybe he could give you another personality.
No, I was stunned. I was like, I got nothing. That's good.
I laughed.
I thought it was funny. Zach, shut up! No! You didn't laugh! It's not funny! No! I'm just kidding, sorry.
I laugh at everything.
I love Mordecai.
Forgive me, I'm a doctor.
Oh no!
So
I really think Mordecai wanted a lobster roll.
I was going to ask. So is it ever get hard to fight the urge to, just crack it open and go to town?
Go to town. I feel like it may hurt.
Oh, crack what open? What do you?
The crack
cold one with the boys.
Crack open an old one with the cold. Boy with the cold ones.
A boy with the cold ones.
Crack open an old what? I haven't been grave robbing in a while. Abbott's got everything you need.
God damn it, Dylan!
The little mouth you have. Can can you open the little mouth and put something inside of it?
Like
It's not my mouth. It's my brother's. But he hasn't opened his mouth in a long time.
Could you maybe put your weed inside of it?
Oh, I mean, I'm sure you could if you really wanted to.
That's why his mouth is shut, because the cops are nearby.
Could you tell me that I could do it?
Well, sure, I don't know if you know, but I mean, you could put your weed in there if you want.
I made the incision and I found an herb in here.
Oh, that's just my weed that I hid in there.
I'll keep that for later.
No, that's mine. You can't have that.
Thank
I'm
you,
already
Doctor.
blasted.
You can share it though. You know, I'm always down to share. Just don't.
Doctor,
steal
where did
from
you
me.
get your degree from?
Degree?
Yeah, your medical degree, your license. Like, what school did you go to?
What school?
So you're practicing medicine without a license?
I just watched some YouTube videos. And now I'm here.
Degree?
The fact that you do that so well is disconcerting.
My wife's not a fan. Because I gotta practice it, you know?
Are you Doogie Howser?
It's okay, we're getting a divorce. It's rough. No, I'm sorry. That's funny. I'm not getting a divorce.
Well, it's
I'm
really they're
laughing.
getting divorced. They can make ways for me and Sumner's relationship to really take off.
And
I
boy,
support it.
howdy is it.
Oh
Good
yeah,
line,
you know,
pal.
we work real well together. And I don't know if you've seen him in some velour shorts, but pretty
You can
nice.
put
to
your
look
weed
at.
in there?
Unbelievable. Okay, look.
You
These
could
are
put
the
your
shorts.
weed in there.
They're
I don't know
great.
if you know this, but you could do that.
Those are great shorts.
Here
Look
they
at that. Oh, look at that cake.
Quite delicious. I am a fan of cake, actually.
Red velvet.
I don't know if you know this. You could put your weed in cake.
Oh my god. Okay. TOS. Oh, Soraya, get. It's fine. It's fine.
Do we want to raid
We're
Jen? Do we want
paraphrasing
to raid our
a
friend
comedy
Jen?
skit by Adam Sandler.
We should rate our friend Jen.
Yeah, let's go say hey to
She's
Jen.
playing the herbs, which is one of my
What's her
favorite games.
screen name? Something like
I want to say it's like Jen.
Jen is here.
Jen
Jen is here.
Ridiculous.
Jan is on stream.
Jen is
Yeah.
on stream. Perfect. Let's
Jen
just
is
say hi
on.
to
I think
Jen
it's
is online.
Jen is on stream because
So-
her name is Jen. That's why it's that.
Tomorrow we are I am running a bounty board one shot with Hero from Fate's Fortune, and Jen is online. Who's also going
not
to be
me.
playing a character that
And not me.
the deck of many fates made last stream. It's a character that you guys made Blastoise.
Yeah.
Basically.
No.
It's
name
named
is
Jeep Grand Cherokee. I named the
no.
character.
Ash.
Is it Jeep Grand Cherokee?
The
No.
character's
yes,
name
that
is
is the
Jeep
name
Grand
of the
Cherokee.
character.
Oh, you
no,
weren't kidding.
it's Jeep Grand
No,
Cherokee.
It's a
Was-
100.
It's actually
It was
like
a Rainmaker.
Tune in
Seriously.
tomorrow to find out the name of this weird character that they forced Jen to play.
It's Jeep Grand Cherokee.
No, it's perfect. You guys don't have to tell me the name. It's okay. So we're telling. But it's a very exciting one shot. I'm almost done writing it, and I'm very, very excited where it's heading. And I'm very excited to DM none of it and see where the players actually take us. So it'll be a surprise for everyone.
So they might do
So-
a good job.
We're gonna go ahead and go raid Jen is online, and we will be stay tuned for what's to come, everyone. Oh, one more and very, very important detail there. Tomorrow, the bounty board, we are starting to kind of dip our feet into the realm of YouTube. So tomorrow's bounty board will actually not be on Twitch. It will be streaming live on YouTube. So
That's right.
So stay tuned for the link in the announcements in the Discord channel for that YouTube link. We will not be on Twitch tomorrow. We will be on YouTube live.
Yep.
We just stab, we don't steal. Let's go say hey to Jen is online and see her tomorrow.
Yes.
sick.
All right.
Sick horse.
And here we go,
It's a
everybody.
sick lobster arm boy.
4,
Lobster rolls.
3.
No deck of many fates on Thursday.
One.
See you next week with Ash.
Whee!
Whee!
I'm getting interviewed.
I have